rifles it, wings it, chucks it over, fires it over, throws it over. The throw. She fires it to first. He throws the ball to first. Great shot to first. Fires across to first, throws it to first, throws it over to first, chucks it to first, zings it to first, the throw to first base, tosses it over to first, and the throw to first, straight to first. On to second, the throw to second, throws it to second, over to second, chucks it over to second, here's the throw to second, quick throw to second, tosses it over to second, straight to second, flings it to third, the throw to third, here's a throw to third, and over to third, chucks it to third, throws it over to third, quick toss to third, zinger to third, over to third, straight to third, quick throw to home plate, throws it over to home, zings it on home, tosses it home, quick toss to home plate, here's the throw home, fires it to home plate, the throw to home, straight to home plate, fires it back in, over to pitcher, throws it to the mound, chucks it to the mound, zings it over to pitcher, the throw to the mound, he throws it to the pitcher, she chucks it to the pitcher, over to the mound, over to pitcher, quick throw to pitcher, fires it to the mound, right to the pitcher, straight down the middle, straight to the pitcher, pitcher makes the catch, down the middle, hit a little nubber to the mound, hits a little trickler to the pitcher, skips one to the shortstop, one hopper to the shortstop, straight to short, left of center, hit to short, lines it to short, loops it to short, and makes a basket catch. Got it, and makes the catch. She's got it, and he makes the catch, and catches it, and makes a great catch, and nabs it up to make the catch. Easy play, and easy out. Easy basket catch. Oh, yes, makes it. Beautiful catch. Got it. Nice one. Oh, yes. She makes it. Oh, yes, he's got it. And makes it. Oh, she grabs it. And a nice catch. And she gets it. And he gets it. She can't get it. And he can't make the play. And misses it. No, she didn't get it. No, he didn't make it. Not in time. No good. Oh, she missed it. Oh, he doesn't get it. Didn't quite make it. Didn't make it. That's not gonna do it. And misses. She chokes. And he flubbed it. Nope. Couldn't get that one. And she blows it. This one's gonna get past him. Not gonna make it. Up with it. Scoops it up. Picks it up. She's got it now. He's got it now. Gets away from her. And he can't get it. Having a rough time of it. She can't seem to get it. This is a problem for him. Oh no, missed it. She didn't get it. He wasn't ready for it. Got by her. Got past him. Whoops. Looks like she just dropped the ball. He just dropped it. No, she dropped it. Did he just drop the ball? Butterfingered that ball.
Oh, that's just embarrassing. Tell me that didn't just happen. Bet you that was a spitball and it was slippery. I think she's having a rough day out there. Sometimes he just can't hang on to that ball.
And popped it up, looped up, pop fly.
That's a can of corn for the opposing team. Lost sight of that one. It's so high. That's easy money for the opposing team.
And drove one deep, a long one and deep, back towards the outfield, a long drive, a long fly, and belted it, and drove it to deep left, guide to left. Smacked one left of center, smacked one into right center field, and drove one deep to right field. A drive toward right field and deep hit to deep right field.
Boy, it sounded like she broke the bat on that one. He left his autograph on that one. Get on your horse. That dog will hunt.
Hammered down the middle. Laced one right up the middle. Lined it to left field. Drilled it into left field. Smacks it down the line. And drove one into right field. Drove it down the right field line. Hit hard. Lined back. Line drive. Tags one. Spanks one. Tattoos that one.
You could have hung laundry on that one. It's fun to watch a kid who knows how to hit the ball like that. Solid one. I wouldn't want to be in the path of that hit.
Ground ball up the first baseline. First. Chopper to third. Grounder to short. A bouncing ball.
That's a slow roller. Sent him scrambling. Gotta watch your kneecaps on those taters. That little blooper sent him running.
Line drive straight to the gap. That was a rope toward the hole. Hard hit grounder through the hole and into left field. A one hopper through the hole into right field. Slaps it through into left field. Knocks one into right field. Smacks one towards the gap. Bunks one towards the gap. Foul. Foul ball. A blooper in foul territory. That's a foul. And a foul ball. Sliced it. Whoops. slice. It's fouled back. Fouled one back. And it goes foul. It's going to left field. And it goes foul. And it's a foul ball. And it's foul. It's going up the right field line. Goodbye, baseball! And crushes one towards South Africa. That ball is out of here, and there is nothing left but a vapor trail. It is back, way back, out of the ballpark. A home run! Lick a stamp and slap it on that puppy, 'cause that ball is out of here. Going. Say goodbye, 'cause this ball is gone. There it goes. That ball is out of here. Move over, Sputnik. This puppy is headed for orbit. Better take a picture now, 'cause this ball is out of here and it ain't coming back.
That outfielder's gonna need a plane ticket to catch this one. Hope that one had a passport. Say goodbye, Ma. Looks like this one's gonna be raised by wolves. The pitcher just turned to watch it go out of the park. I remember once, back in the old days, last season I think it was, she hit the ball so hard she broke the bat in two. She rounded the bases holding the bat handle in the air like the Olympic torch. Blast off! A rocket launched off his bat and zoomed right out of the park. Man, that kid can hit. One time, I saw her knock a ball clear out of the park and into a passing convertible. Time for his victory tour of the bases. Wave to all the nice fans. Whoever finds that ball is gonna see a tattoo on it. That's for sure. I don't know what kind of pitch that was, but it tasted just like chicken. Aloha means goodbye, baby. They just don't make hitters like that anymore.
Vinny, what are you talking about? He's just a kid. It is gone! Out of the park, a grand slam home run! This isn't just any old home run. We've got ourselves a grand slam! I don't believe it! It's a grand slam home run! Is it? Yes, it is! Folks, we've got ourselves a grand slam-a-rooney! It's going, gone! It's the big one, El Grande, a grand slam homer!
What an outstanding hit! She'll be telling that story until she gets to high school. So it's looking a bit shaky for the opponents as he cleared the bases with one swing. The fans are losing their minds. They're so excited. Hits like that don't happen every day. That was one for the memory books. What an incredible hit. This is unbelievable. What a hit. It's gonna take the rest of the game for these fans to recover.
No! Tagged her! No! Tagged him! Oh, makes the tag. Got her. And tags him out. Oh, she was tagged. And he got tagged. And tags her. And they got him. Got him! Nice play. Makes the tag. Goes for the tag. Not in time. Oh, too late with the tag. The tag was not in time. Too late with the tag. Goes for the tag and doesn't make it. Doesn't make the tag. Oh, no, she missed the tag. Oh, he can't get there in time.
That throw is a hopper. What a phenomenally bad throw. I think that was supposed to be a throw. That throw was, shall we say, a bit miscalculated. You Stink-a-rooney! I don't think she meant to do that. At least I hope not. Not the best throw we've ever seen out of him. What a great play! Love is a many splendid thing. That kid can catch. Caught that fly like a frog on a lily pad. What an outstanding play. Oh, what a play! An amazing catch. These kids are really hustling today. Did you see that? What an incredible catch! That's one outstanding play! What a catch! That catch stuffed the cheers back down their throats! That play was less than memorable. There are moments of glory, and then there are moments like this. Oh, what an upset! Man, that was close. That could have been epic, but it wasn't. That was a truly unimpressive maneuver. Couldn't quite cut the mustard on that one. You know, maybe it's about time for the ump to visit the eye doctor.
Double play! And it's a double play. And that's a double play. An exciting double play, folks, for a double play. And they got her for a double play. They've got him on a double play.
What a play! Great hustle out there. Now that's great action. That's what I like to see out there. These kids are hot. Those kids are really on it today.
And that'll do it for them this inning. They are turned away in this inning. That retires the side. That's all, folks. We've shut them down in this inning. That pulls their plug for this inning. That'll bring our team up to bat. That'll bring our team up to bat. All right, it's our turn now.
Oh, that's gotta hurt. Ouch! Gotta watch where they're going out there. Pig pile. Everybody jump on. Now that's what I call togetherness. Thanks for that lesson on gravity.
She went for the bunt. He bunted. A bunt. Bunted. A little doinker. There's a bunt.
Oh, the sacrifice bunt. Good move for your sub-average hitter. Pull the bunt cake out of the oven.
And she's safe. He's safe. And the runner is safe. She's safe. And he's safe. Safe. Beats the ball to first. Into first on a sharp single. Safe at first. Secures a single. She'll be held to a single. He singles it out. Slaps out a single. Safe on first base. The runner is safe on second. And makes it to second. Safe at second. Lands on second. Makes it. Safe on second. The runner is safe on third. And makes it to third. Safe at third. Lands on third. Makes it. Safe on third. Safe. Safe at first. Safe on first. Safe at second. Safe on second. Safe at third. Safe on third. She's safe. He's safe. And she's safe. And he's safe. And she's out. And he's out. And it's an out. And that's an out. She's out of there. He's out of there. She's out. He's out. Out. That's an out. She's out. He's out. She's out of there. He's out of there. That's it for her. That'll send him back to the dugout. Say goodbye, 'cause she's out. We got him out. First out, second out. And that marks their debut in today's score. That makes their first run of the day. All right, their first run today. And that puts them in the game.
I was beginning to wonder if they'd ever score. Phew. There's nothing worse than a big goose egg next to your team's name. I remember once, back when I was a little kid, I saw this team. The Fightin' Wildebeest, they were called. These kids went a whole season without ever once scoring. They were the worst players in the history of the game.
Score! And she scores. He scores! And her speed produces another run. She scored. And he comes in to score. And they've scratched out another run. And they give up another run. And the runner scores. They got another one.
Good hustle. These kids are on their way. The Gooch likes that. Yeah, give me some more of that. Sweet as candy, I tell ya. I like candy. Everybody likes candy. That's why Halloween is such a popular holiday. Yeah, now that's what I'm talking about. That's the way to get things done. Vinnie the Gooch loving that. That's the kind of hustling I like to see.
That's a run. They scored. They just got a run. And they score. They just scored. And that's a run. They scored a run. Brings in the run. Scores another run.
What a bummer. She gave it her best shot, though. Ooh, that's not what we're looking for. It's tough not to let an out shake you up. These kids have to keep their cool. I know these kids can keep it together out there. Okay, we've still got a chance to score in this inning. Let's do it! And it's a long walk back to the dugout. All you can do is try your hardest. She was robbed. He was robbed. You gotta score runs to win a game. Can't win a game if you don't get on base. Ooh, that's too bad. That kid was out by a mile. Today's matchup is between. Today we'll see a close matchup between. Playing in today's game are. This afternoon will feature a fierce competition between. Going head to head in today's game are.
And makes the catch against the wall. And makes an unbelievable catch against the wall. Wow, makes the catch against the back wall. And it's a snow cone catch. And robs her of a base hit. And robs him of a base hit. An unbelievable triple play. I can't believe it. It's a triple play. An amazing triple play, folks.
That was epic. Huge, I tell ya. Oh boy, that was huge. I'm stunned. That was some outstanding action.
Easy play for her. And she goes after it. And she grabs it. She gobbles it up. Got it. She's got it. She scoops it up. She's all over it. He's got it. He scoops it up. He's all over it. Easy play for him. And he goes after it. And he grabs it. He gobbles it up. And that one's gonna go way over her head. This one's gonna get over her head. That one's going way over her head. Way over her head. That ball is heading out of reach. There's no way he'll be able to catch that. This one's gonna get over his head. Way over his head. That one's going way over his head. Ball's out of play. All runners advance. And it goes out of play. Runners take one base. And it's out of play. She's gonna play it off the wall. Off the wall, and he's Got it. Gets it off the wall. Ball is still in play. Plays it off the wall. Check out the instant replay. Let's see that play again. I gotta see that one again. Let's see that one more time. Ground rule double. And that's your ground rule double. That'd be a ground rule double. Ground rule double. She gets 2 bases. And he advances 2 bases on a ground rule double. 2 bases on a ground rule double. And that one bounces over for a ground rule double. And they give up 2 bases on a ground rule double. On her way in with a double. She laced a double. Into second with a standing double. Going for 2 bases and makes it easily. And that's a double.
Nice one. That kid's pretty fast. Good hustle, good hustle.
Would you believe it? A triple. Oh my, that's a triple. Gets the triple. Snags the triple. And makes the triple.
Man, that kid is fast. That kid's got a lot of get up and go. That's the kind of gusto that's gonna win this game for us.
She slides, he slides, and the slide slides in. Goes for the slide, slides into first, slides into second, slides into third, slides into home plate.
Look at that effort. Now that's the kind of spirit I like to see. Way to go. That was great effort. Now that kid has moxie. What a ball player. Gave it the old college try, which is pretty impressive for a 2nd grader.
Goes for it. She steals. He steals. The runner goes for the steal. There he goes. Tries to steal. Attempts to steal. Breaks for it. Makes the break. She's stealing home. He's gonna steal home. Attempts to steal home. Is she? Yes! Stealing home! He goes for home!
Good pitch to go on. Bold move. I don't know if I would have done that. Living on the edge. Good decision. Quick thinking. What a play. This is monumental. Who needs movies when life is this exciting? Get out the cookies, Ma. He's heading home. They're waving him in to score.
She's roaring on down the line. He's gonna try for another. Goes for another. Keeps going. This is unbelievable. Breaks for another.
That kid's got a lot of guts. This is the kind of play you read about. Outstanding action. This kid's unstoppable. That's major league action right here in the neighborhood.
And the runner tags. Tags first, tags second, tags third. And she goes down. And he stumbles. Looks like she tripped. He hits the ground. Oops, the wheels fell off. Tripped and fell. Oops. That's not graceful. Ouch! He hits the ground. Looks like he tripped. Lost his footing. Lost her footing. And she's caught in a pickle. He's caught in a pickle. She's running out of options. It's not looking good for him. Cut between bases. This is quite a predicament. Wows him with the aluminum power bat.
That was the ring heard round the neighborhood.
Wowzers! Use the aluminum power bat.
Money, baby.
Unbelievable screaming line drive.
Best thing you can do when you hear that scream is just duck. You're probably not going to catch it. And trust me, you don't want to be in its way.
Plug your ears. It's a screaming line drive.
You'd scream too if you were hit that hard, let me tell you.
An unforgettable undergrounder.
It's like you gotta have ESP to know where that thing's gonna pop up.
An undergrounder. My, oh my.
All I can say is I can dig it, baby. Oh, yeah.
The crazy bunt. You don't see that very often.
I don't know how the physics of that thing works. But one thing I do know, it can drive any fielder batty.
Crazy bunt! Look at it go!
Must have forgotten to take its medication. It's running around like a crazy monkey or something.
And it's an infield fly. That's an infield fly. Infield fly. The runners hold. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 0, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100.
The blue bombers, the crazy bombers, the green bombers, the humongous bombers, the junior bombers, the little bombers, the mighty bombers, the red bombers, the super duper bombers, the white bombers, the blue fishes, the crazy fishes, the green fishes, the humongous fishes, the junior fishes, the little fishes, the mighty fishes, the red fishes, the super duper fishes, the white fishes, the blue hornets, the crazy hornets, the green hornets, the humongous hornets, the junior hornets, the little hornets, the mighty hornets, the red hornets, the super duper hornets, the white hornets, the blue melonheads, the crazy melonheads, the green melonheads, the humongous melonheads, the junior melonheads, the little melonheads, the mighty melonheads, the red melonheads, the super duper melonheads, the white melonheads, the blue monsters, the crazy monsters, the green monsters, the humongous monsters, the junior monsters, the little monsters, the mighty monsters, the red monsters, the super duper monsters, the white monsters, the blue wombats, the crazy wombats, the green wombats, the humongous wombats, the junior wombats, the little wombats, the mighty wombats, the red wombats, the super duper wombats, the white wombats, the blue bombers, the crazy bombers, the green bombers, the humongous bombers, the junior bombers, the little bombers, the mighty bombers, the red bombers, the super duper bombers, the white bombers, the blue fishes, the crazy fishes, the green fishes, the humongous fishes, the junior fishes, the little fishes, the mighty fishes, the red fishes, the super duper fishes, the white fishes, the blue hornets, the crazy hornets, the green hornets, the humongous hornets, the junior hornets, the little hornets, the mighty hornets, the red hornets, the super duper hornets, the white hornets, the blue melonheads, the crazy melonheads, the green melonheads, the humongous melonheads, the junior melonheads, the little melonheads, the mighty melonheads, the red melonheads, the super duper melonheads, the white melonheads, the blue monsters, the crazy monsters, the humongous monsters, the junior monsters, the little monsters, the mighty monsters, the red monsters, the super duper monsters, the white monsters, the blue wombats, the crazy wombats, the green wombats, the humongous wombats, the junior wombats, the little wombats, the mighty wombats, the red wombats, the super duper wombats, the white wombats.
High and inside, high and outside, low and inside, low and away, low and outside. High ball 1, low ball 1, high ball 2, low ball 2, high ball 3, low ball 3. That was a ball. Ball 1, that was ball 1. Ball 2, that was ball 2. Ball 3, that was ball 3. Ball 4, and that's the fourth ball. And there's ball 4.
She tried the corner on this. He painted the corner with that one. A little chin music to back her off the plate. He really got up in the kitchen with that one. Just a bit outside. That one was just a bit wide. Looked like she was trying to hit a bird or something. Just a bit high. Bowling for dollars. straight for the shins. It's been too long since that ump had his eyes checked. Gimme pitch coming up. 3-1 pitch should be easy money. Trying to keep her cool out there. You can see his frustration level rising. She's trying not to let it get to her. He's trying to pull it together out there.
Forced to walk, and that's a walk. Stroll down the first baseline, and she walks. He got a walk, hands one over, gives up a walk, gives up a base.
Contestant number 1, come on down. You've just won yourself a free trip to first base. Nice one. That's what I like to see. That's working for us. Way to go, kid. That's showing 'em who's boss. You win some, you lose some. Each batter up is in a personal battle against the pitcher. Somebody's got to go down every time. Happens to the best of 'em from time to time. That's really tough on a pitcher's confidence level. Let's hope this doesn't get to her. He's really got to pull it together for this next batter. He can't let it get to him or he'll go down.
On the mound today is the starting pitcher today is pitching today is now pitching.
This kid is dynamite. Her all-time strikeout high is 18. When he's not striking out batters, he's been known for his ability to hula hoop like a champ. His record is 43 minutes without stopping. You can't second-guess the manager going with this girl. She can throw while blindfolded, standing on one leg, and chewing gum. I'm not sure if she can make it in the strike zone or anything, but it's cool anyway. Look at him, gritting his teeth, ready to send all of them right back to the dugout. She generally pitches best on the 4th day of the month, when it's raining and there's a dip in the barometric pressure. She tends to strike out people whose middle names begin with D and who own small dogs, and his favorite color is chartreuse. She's known for her ability to strike out red-haired batters, especially on the 2nd Sunday of months beginning with the letter J. He likes to eat left-handed hitters for breakfast. He also likes dandelions, walks in the park, and science fiction movies. She's looking to show these batters a thing or two. He's gonna let 'em know who's boss. In addition to throwing accuracy, she excels at finger painting and spelling words that end with ing. He's been known to pull a radical pitch out of his sleeve from time to time, so we just may see a monkey ball or a scrambler today. She pitches better against kids who speak French and write poetry verses. And rumor has it, she's not a big fan of Brussels sprouts.
Really? That's weird. My parents told me all kids like Brussels sprouts.
Oh, man, are you a sucker. Kimmy has decent arm strength and throwing accuracy. I've seen her slow-mo, and it's pretty fierce. Jabberjaw's the southpaw who can really wow him with her left hook. All I can say is, if Maria's team color is pink, batters beware. She likes pink a lot. Vicky is a pretty good pitcher overall, and has great stamina from all those ballet practices. The boss sends batters back to the dugout with the authority of a parent sending a kid to his room without supper. Like her brother Tony, Sugar Pop has a pretty solid spitball, especially on days ending with Y. Billie Jean's arms are too skinny to throw a decent heat, but every once in a while, she'll pull out a crazy ball that'll knock your socks off. Little Smoky Sid pitches a great heat and has the stamina to keep throwing 'em. Little Smoky Ash's dad discourages her from practicing right hooks because he doesn't want her to mess up her tennis arm. Some say Flash's heat is faster than the speed of sound, so you only hear it after it crosses the plate. Bubbles is still working on her core pitches and hasn't learned any of the special ones yet except the crazy ball. If it's on fire or just plain hot, Lulu can smoke you with it. While Annie may not have the strongest set of core pitches around, she can pull off those crazy pitches like nobody's business. Pitching isn't really Jacinda's thing, but as a hitter, she can't be beaten. If it curves or catches fire, Mad Dog can throw the heck out of it. Just don't ask her to throw a slow ball. Spud has got the heat down cold, not to mention his big freeze is pretty hot. However, when he's on his sister's team, he's only lukewarm. If the pitch spirals or zigzags, Axeman can rock the batter's world, but he generally stays away from anything on fire. Styx has one claim to fame. His right hook can smoke his brothers any day of the week, and his corkscrew rocks, too. Kenny has a consistent slow ball, but man, can he go nuts with the crazy ball. Wheelie's a pretty good pitcher, as long as his teammates remember to turn him in the right direction before he starts. If not, he'll throw to second. If Dimitri's arm lasts long enough, we might get to see his amazing elevator pitch, or maybe even a stupefying slow-mo. Ricky has a smoking left hook, but he won't stay off the soccer field long enough to practice any of the other pitches. Cootie's not the worst choice to have pitching, just so long as he stays away from slow balls and zigzags. Reese has a decent heat pitch and a consistent right hook, but he gets all worked up when he starts popping wheelies. The secret weapon is a viable force on the pitching mound. Nuff said. Slick will tell you he's the best pitcher around, but when it comes to pressure situations, this hot dog has no mustard. Although Jorge is usually an average pitcher, he's a maniac with the crazy ball. While Dante has a solid set of core pitches, his crazy pitches could use some work, especially his slow-mo ball. Ernie doesn't throw that hard, but he can put that ball anywhere he wants to. Nugget has a really strong arm, but he hasn't developed the control necessary to make it useful. Tell you one thing, I wouldn't want to face his big freeze.
Steps up, comes to the plate, steps up to bat.
Trying to get something for the team. I think this young hitter can get the job done. This young batter means business. This young batter eats left hooks for breakfast. This kid wants a piece of that ball. This slugger's ready to show us what she's made of. Now that's a look of pure determination on his face. This girl's a scrapper. Look at that determination. This kid has stolen so many bases. He makes Al Capone look like an angel. That's the kind of hitter she is, digging in and determined every time. He's the kind of kid who's just waiting for the heat. I wouldn't want to meet this kid in a dark alley. I wouldn't want to meet him in a light alley either. Alleys are scary. That kid's waving the bat around like it was a toothpick. This kid's gotta be pretty nervous out there. I like this kid's batting stance. Strong, but not too flashy. I got a bad feeling about this. Let's see what this kid can do. This kid's one tough cookie, Sonny. This kid's looking to make a name for themselves. Now this kid's got style. I gave this kid some pointers in batting practice. Let's see if it pays off. The fabulous Gooch predicts this kid is going places. This girl can walk the walk, but can she hit the ball? This kid can walk the walk, but can he hit the ball? This girl looks like she's all business out there. This kid looks like he's all business out there. Kimmy is known for her sweet tooth. Yes, sir, she loves those candy bars. Kimmy's not the fastest runner on the team, but has a pretty good throw. Everybody likes Kimmy because she's a one-of-a-kind original. Nobody else like her. Jabberjaw's an enthusiastic kid who has lots to say. We can't understand a word of it. Jabberjaw's a fairly strong runner and doesn't get tired very easily. In a clutch situation, Jabberjaw knows how to keep her cool. Maria loves pink, and when it's her team color, she's a terror out there. Maria has a cat named LaRue who she loves to dress up for tea parties. Maria can throw the ball really hard. Unfortunately, never where she wants to. Sugar Pop may be a bit accident-prone, but let me tell you, she can hit the ball. Sugar Pop shares with her brother Tony a very self-confident attitude. When the pressure's on, nobody's cooler than Sugar Pop. Billie Jean dreams of living in Paris, as a high-glam supermodel. Billie Jean has astounding accuracy. She just can't get much power behind the hit. Billie Jean can put that ball just where she wants to, throwing or hitting. Little Smoky Sid is a strong player, but on her sister's team, we're talking power twins. All that tennis has developed Little Smoky Sid's eye, so she's a pretty good catch. Seems like Little Smoky Sid can play all day and never get tired. Little Smoky Ash is a good ball player. When she can escape tennis lessons, that is. Little Smoky Ash is in great shape from all that tennis conditioning. The only player I know of who has an eye as good as Ashley is her sister Sydney. Vicky's true passion is ballet, and she never misses a chance to practice her moves. All that ballet Vicky does makes her one of the most coordinated kids on the field. Vicky's a pretty fast runner, and it seems like she can go all day without getting tired. The boss is kind of like a 40-year-old in a kid's body. The boss isn't much of a hitter, but she's a good fielder because of her strong throws. The boss loves to talk about the importance of high-fiber cereals. Flash can really swing that lumber. Just hearing her name makes pitchers sweat. Not only can she wail on the ball, Flash can also outrun most players on the team. Flash is the funniest kid on the team, and everybody loves being around her. Bubbles is the most enthusiastic baseball enthusiast I've ever run across. Bubbles is a good ball player, when you can get her to quit yapping. Bubbles knows everything about baseball. If you let her, she'll tell you all of it. Lulu is one of the fastest runners on the team and doesn't tire easily. Lulu has good hitting accuracy, but her little arms don't offer much power. Teddy gets in the way when Lulu throws, which can be a problem in the field. Annie has fantastic hitting accuracy, but doesn't get much power behind the hit because her parents taught her peaceful values. Annie's not a very competitive player. Annie has the best attention span on the team. Must be her daily meditation. Jacinda can smack the heck out of the ball. There's no doubt about that. Josie is known for her great decisions when base running and fielding. Although Josie's among the best players on the team, her true passion is painting. Nobody knows much about Mad Dog. Mad Dog has a powerful swing, but not much accuracy. Mad Dog is very calm until she pops a wheelie. Then she almost foams at the mouth. If there's one thing Spud can't stand, it's his big sister Sally bossing him around. Spud has a powerful swing, but lacks control. Spud is great to have in the field because he throws so well. Axeman is one of the best hitters on the team. On the field, Axeman is usually too busy playing air guitar to pay attention to the game. Axeman is a fast base runner, but he can't hear any coaching 'cause his Walkman's too loud. Styx is Axeman's little brother, who still has training wheels on his air guitar. Styx is still pretty young, so he can't hit or throw as hard as his big brother. For such a young kid, Styx has a good attention span. He'll be a great player one day. Kenny is a fast base wheeler, and he can play all day without getting tired. Kenny's chair gets in the way when he's batting, so his swing doesn't have a lot of power. Kenny's a natural athlete and has the best eye on the team. Wheelie is a really strong kid with a powerful swing. Wheelie's older than your average first grader 'cause he stayed back 4 times already. Wheelie is the fastest runner out there, which is great as long as he's headed the right way. Dimitri is super smart and knows the stats for everything that has ever happened in baseball. Dimitri's a pretty good hitter and runner, but he gets tired easily. Dimitri loves his computer almost as much as baseball, and he's better at it too. Ricky J is really shy, but he keeps coming back to play, so we think he likes us. Ricky's really coordinated, but he doesn't practice enough to be a good hitter. Ricky plays a lot of soccer, so he's in really good shape and doesn't get tired easily. Cootie tells me he's not tender-footed, which is why he always plays in bare feet. 2 things you can say for Cootie: he can play all day and rarely loses his cool. Cootie's a pretty good hitter, but he's not the fastest runner out there. Reese is really funny, and he's always in detention at school for disrupting class. Reese is a below-average hitter, but he's great at strategy 'cause he's really smart. Reese is a pretty fast runner, but his stamina's not great 'cause of his asthma. Even though the secret weapon doesn't speak any English, we all know he's a rad dude. Secret weapon always looks like he's ready to belt one out of the park. Nobody can power hit like the weapon, and pitchers get nervous when he steps up to bat. Slick is usually a good hitter, but when the pressure's on, he turns to pudding. Slick thinks he's the coolest guy around, but we all know that's impossible while the Gooch is here. Slick's got a great arm and all that, but he just can't take the heat. Jorge doesn't like to get dirty, which makes it difficult for him to play very aggressively. Jorge's a really fast runner and doesn't tire easily. Jorge's eyesight is terrible, which means he usually misses the catch. Dante eats a lot for a kid his size. My mom says that's 'cause he's going to have a growth spurt. Dante's a so-so hitter, but he can get on base 'cause he runs pretty fast. Dante has a really strong throw, which makes him a good guy to have in the field. Ernie thinks everything is funny and never stops laughing, even when he messes up. Ernie can hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always go where he wants it to. Ernie's kind of a slow runner 'cause his legs just grew a lot and he's not used to them. Seems like Nugget has an endless supply of boogers 'cause he's always picking for them. Nugget runs slightly faster than your average garden snail. Though Nugget has a strong arm, he gets tired quickly. Must be all that picking. She's hitless today. I don't think he's touched the ball yet in this game. Looks like she's in a batting slump today. Doing his best to get to first. He hasn't had much luck up to now. Still trying to get on base. Getting to first seems to be an uphill battle for this young hitter. In the pitcher-batter war, This kid is losing. Still hitless and trying to do something about it. And the fun is just beginning. This kid is a good choice to lead it off. And it's time to hop on that merry-go-round for another ride. Here we go. Another chance to show 'em all who rocks hardest. All right, let's get down to business. I'm so excited I can barely contain myself. Let's get this inning started already. Well, let's see what the kids can do here. These kids are looking to make something happen here. Tell Grandma to come in from the kitchen, 'cause the inning is about to start. Well, I hope you made it back from the snack bar, 'cause this inning is getting underway here.
And a miss, and a miss. Strike one, and a miss. Strike two, and a miss. Strike three, another strike. Strike one, strike two, strike three, and that's strike three. Strike! Strike!
She went after the high cheese on that one. Swung early, swung too late. Not even close to that one. That's what I call a whiff. Gotta swing at the right time to hit the ball. I hope they didn't hurt themselves. You know, you can throw your back out swinging like that. Should've let that one go. Shouldn't have pulled the trigger on that one. That one got by him. Looked like a good pitch to me. The batter's gotta pull the trigger on those. What is he waiting for? What is she waiting for? That kid was frozen. I can't believe they didn't swing at that. You could feel the breeze from that one over here. Now give us another one, baby. It was in there like swimwear. Now's a good time to use a breaking ball. Now's a good time for a slow ball. Turn on the heat and smoke that batter. A fancy pitch would really shake things up. Anytime you get that second strike on ya, it gets pretty tough to fight back. Let's hope this doesn't shake her up. If he can keep it together, he's got one more shot. She is really struggling out there. He can't let this pitcher get the best of him.
That's all, folks. Third strike. That's it. Struck out. And down she goes. And he was fanned. She goes down on strike. He goes down on strikes. She gave it a try, but came up short. He gave it a ride, but ran out of gas. She's out of there. He gave it his best shot. That's it for this kid. Caught looking.
See you next time around, kid. Can't win 'em all. That pitcher is merciless. You give it your best shot, and that's all you can do. You can't get 'em every time.
She got another one, and he has fanned the batter. Another one down. Say goodbye to another hitter, and another batter goes down. Down she goes. Got him. Strike out. Struck her out. Sends him back to the dugout.
And another one bites the dust. Bye-bye now. See you next time. Thank you for playing. Stick around for a year's supply of air freshener. Next contestant, that's a one-way ticket back to the dugout. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Those two have come up against one another many times, and it's always a fierce fight. Follow the hostess. Your table is waiting. Take it from me. Pitchers this good aren't easy to come by.
Looks like a wet one. Spitball. That was a juicy spitball. An ooey gooey spitball. Yuck. A dripping spitball. That was a sticky one. A right hook, folks. That was a right hook. Looked like a right hook. Solid right hook. An impressive right hook. Slip, sliding right hook. Went with the righty. Right hook. Flipped her the righty. Gave him the right hook. Slow left hook. And it was a lefty. Left hook. Solid left hook. And it was a left hook. Looked like a lefty. Strong left hook. Hard left. That was a left hook. Lefty. Flipped her the left hook. Got him with the left hook. Gave her a lefty. Crazy ball! It's a wacky, kooky, crazy ball. A dancing crazy ball. Wow, that pitch was crazy. Literally, that was one crazy ball. Slow ball down the middle. Surprised him with a slow ball. Pulls out the slow ball. Slow and away. A sneaky slow ball. Looked like a slow ball. Slow pitch. That was a slow one. Good move. Slow ball. That was a slow one. Turned on the heat. Hot one down the middle. And it was the heat. Looked like a heater. Oh, stand by. The heat. Fast and furious heat. Gave her the heat. Gave him a hot one. Got her with the heat. Gave him the heat. It was a zigzagger, all right. Looked like a zigzag pitch. An unbelievable zigzagger. It zigged and it zagged. A zigzag down the left and right. Caught in the big freeze. Brrr, the big freeze. What a pitch. The big freeze. Folks, she has thrown the big freeze. He slipped him the big freeze. I can't believe it. She used the fireball. Anybody got a fire extinguisher? 'Cause he just threw the fireball. It was on fire. No, really, I'm not just saying that. Fire! What a pitch, folks! An unforgettable fireball pitch. I don't know if I've ever seen a pitch that slow. That was an unbelievable slow-mo, folks. Folks, I gotta tell you, that was one heck of a slow-mo pitch. That slow-mo pitch just inched its way into the plate. Folks, it was an elevator ball. Came in low and rose up right in front of the plate. Going up! Elevator ball! And she pulled a fancy elevator pitch out of her hat. Unbelievable! What a pitch! He stunned him with the elevator. A corkscrew pitch. How about that? Wow! Corkscrew pitch. That was a perfect corkscrew pitch. Very impressive. She gave him a spiraling corkscrew ball. What do you know? He stills him with a corkscrew pitch.
The spitball can fool even the best batter's eye. You never think about this, but a good pitcher's gotta have a lot of spit. A little loogie goes a long way. You gotta respect a pitcher who can come up with that much spit. That's my favorite pitch, 'cause I love spit. Nothing's funnier than a good loogie, I tell ya. I remember this one time I was chasing my sister around the house.
Enough, Vinnie! That's disgusting!
Slip, slide, and right hook. What a beauty! Batter's gotta have a great eye to smack one of those babies. This'd be a great time to use the heat. A pitcher with a good right hook is an asset to any team. That pitch is a tough one for a batter to get anything off of. Don't try this at home, kids. That's a terrific pitch, but it sure is hard on the arm. In my book, a solid left hook is the mark of a good pitcher. I used to have quite a left hook myself. Of course, that was before the war.
Vinnie, what are you talking about? What war?
I don't know. I just thought it sounded cool. Just where one of these babies crosses the plate is very difficult to predict. You know, I'm pretty sure that was the wackiest crazy ball I've ever seen. That pitch should have been committed. A waka waka. I bet you she's all worn out after that one. Bet his arm could use a break after that pitch. Bet the batter wasn't expecting that. Good move. Throw a slow ball. After throwing the heat, the batter'll swing early every time. That kid's thinking out there on the mound. Great idea to throw the off-speed pitch. This'd be a good time to cinch him with a hook or a crazy pitch. She tried to outfox this hitter with an off-speed pitch. Man, that was so fast, you could barely see it. It was in there. That was a show-me heater for the breaker coming next. I betcha a soda. Think I felt the wind from that pitch all the way over here. Went after him with the high heat that time. A gutsy pitch. And I'll betcha even the pitcher was wondering where it would end up. You know, I never did figure out which way was zigging and which way was zagging. I guess you can't do one without the other, so who cares? I wonder if you threw enough of those, if your arm would start to grow in crooked. I don't think I'd want to find out either. How does she do it? That was an unbelievable pitch. Not many pitchers can throw a successful zig-zag. Bet he's all wiped out after throwing that baby. What a pitch. I'll bet he could use a rest after this one. Don't sneeze at the freeze. It's as tough a pitch to hit as it is to throw. Sure hope the batter remembered her ice scraper. Hope that batter remembered his mittens. That pitch'll leave you out in the cold. The pitcher's gonna be knocked out after that pitch. It's tough on the arm. You gotta be some kind of pitcher to make a ball burst into flames. Phenomenal pitch. That's one outstanding pitch. Just one problem. Feast your eyes on the pitchometer. Really sucks it out of a kid, huh? You talk about your great balls of fire. That's the real thing, baby. That easily may have been the slowest pitch in the history of the game. For those hitters with a low attention span, this pitch is a doozy. I haven't seen a ball that slow in all my 3 years of baseball. Contrary to popular belief, this pitch takes a great amount of skill. The pitcher must have an outstanding control of the ball to pull it off. That's right, folks. The ball just rose up in front of the batter. Outstanding. That pitch looked like it was coming straight in, but then it rose up right in front of the plate. Outstanding pitch. What control. First stop. Home plate. Unexpected move with the elevator. It's a tricky one, that elevator ball. You think it's coming in low, then out of nowhere, boom, it rises up right there in front of the plate. I remember when little Tommy Green was batting one time, this elevator pitch came in low. Tommy leans into it, and as he swung, the ball rose up and bonked him right in the nose. He didn't even know what happened. As big as a grapefruit his nose was the next day. Round and round and round it goes. How to hit it, nobody knows. The pitcher's arm can get pretty twisted up after throwing one of those pitches. Sometimes it's so bad, a friend has to help untangle the pitcher's arm. Bet you that pitch wore his arm out. Just looking at one of those pitches will make you dizzy. Whew, I gotta sit down after that.
Vinnie, you are sitting. And the Bombers lead it. The Bombers are out in front. The Bombers ahead. And the Hornets lead it. The Hornets leading. The Hornets are pummeling them. And the Wombats have taken the lead. The Wombats winning. The Wombats are dominating. The Melonheads are in the lead. The Melonheads winning. The Melonheads are dominating. The Fishes are in the lead. The Fishes ahead. The Fishes are leaving them in the dust. The Monsters are out in front. The Monsters ahead. The Monsters are leaving them in the dust. Up by 1. Up by 2. Up by 3. Up by 4. Up by 5. Up by 6. Up by 7. Up by 8. Up by 9. Up by 10. Up by 11. Up by 12. Up by 13. Up by 14. Up by 15. Up by 16. Up by 17. Up by 18. Up by 19. Up by 20.
The Bombers are annihilating their competition. Bombs away! These kids are destroying everything in sight. Watch out for the Hornet's sting today, boy. The competition is feeling the Hornet's sting out there. Dig those crazy wombats. They are hot today. What a zany bunch of marsupials those wombats are. The Melonheads are ripe today, baby. The competition just can't get a slice of the Melonheads. The Fishes are swimming their way to the top. Things are going swimmingly for the Fishes today. The Monsters are tearing their competition to shreds. The Monsters are ferocious out there today. Hoo boy! They sure are giving them a run for their money. Those kooky kids are really showing them who's boss. They are all over it out there today. Step back, 'cause these kids are on fire. Hot, hot, hot. No one can stop these maniacs today. Can't touch these kids. Unstoppable, I tell ya. These kids have the fever. I mean, they are hot. These players ate their high-fiber cereal this morning. That's for sure. Wow. I haven't seen these kids play like this since that unforgettable game last season. That was the day of the broken bat home run. I never saw anything like it. What a season that was.
The Bombers trailing. The Bombers are taking a beating. The Bombers are being stomped. The Hornets trailing. The Hornets are getting whooped. The Hornets are getting creamed. The Wombats losing. The Wombats are down. The Wombats are getting spanked. The Melonheads are down. The Melonheads bringing up the rear. The Melonheads are getting creamed. The Fishes are down. The Fishes behind. The Fishes are being stomped. The Monsters bringing up the rear. The Monsters are getting spanked. The Monsters are being pummeled. Down by 1. Down by 2. Down by 3. Down by 4. Down by 5. Down by 6. Down by 7. Down by 8. Down by 9. Down by 10. Down by 11. Down by 12. Down by 13. Down by 14. Down by 15. Down by 16. Down by 17. Down by 18. Down by 19. Down by 20.
The Bombers are about to fizzle out. The Bombers are really living up to their name. The Hornets are having a rough time out there today. Looks like the Hornets have lost their buzz. They say wombats taste just like chicken. Maybe we should ask the other team, 'cause they're chewing them up out there. The wombats are burrowing their way into the stink pile today. The Melonheads are rolling downhill fast. Looks like the Melonheads are beginning to rot. It's beginning to look like the opponents are going to eat some Melonheads for lunch today. The Fishes are turning a little green around the gills. Looks like the Fishes are about to go belly up. The Monsters aren't very scary today. The Monsters are having a rough time of it out there. Things are looking pretty grim from the dugout today. This is not their finest hour. What a tough game. Not the most stellar performance we've ever seen out of these young athletes. These players have seen better games for sure. Well, they can't win them all. And I can't help wishing they would either. The effort is there, but they just can't get it together today. This is a dark hour for these young players. What a rough day these kids are having out there. You know, this breaks my heart because these kids are really giving it their all. These are good kids having a bad day, happens to the best of 'em.
Scoreless game so far, folks. No score in this one so far. A scoreless tie. It's all tied up at 1. Tied at 2. This game is tied at 3. Tied at 4. This game is tied at 5. 6-6 tie. It's all tied up at 7. This game is tied at 8. 9-9 tie. 10-10 tie. Tied at 11. It's all tied up at 12. Tied at 13. This game is tied at 14. It's all tied up at 15. Tied at 16. This game is tied at 17. Tied at 18. Tied at 19. It's all tied up at 20. Both teams are playing really well out there today. This has been a really close game, folks. I hope you're having as much fun as we are, because this sure has been an exciting game. The teams are neck and neck out there, and it looks to be a fight till the finish. Both teams are giving it their all out there, and this has been a really exciting game. The Bombers are holding their own out there today. What a game! The Hornets are giving them a run for their money in this game. The Wombats are having a great game. Unfortunately, so is the other team. Looks like the Melonheads are holding their own in a tough matchup. I gotta hand it to those fishes. They're hanging tough in this close game. The Monsters are gonna have to keep on fighting till the end if they want to take this game. It's a close one. Halfway through the inning now, and this inning is over. And that's gonna end the inning. That'll end the inning. And that'll do it in the first inning. And that'll close up the second. That's it for the third inning. And the fourth inning's over. That's the end of the fifth. And that'll do it in the sixth inning. And that'll close up the seventh. That's it for the eighth inning. And the ninth inning's over. That's the end of the 10th. And that'll do it in the 11th inning. And that'll close up the 12th. One left on. Left one on first. Left one on second. Left one on third. 2 left on. Runners left at the corners. Runners left on second and third. 3 left on.
The Melonheads. I always thought that was a weird name. I mean, is a melonhead anything related to a pumpkin head?
A pumpkin head? Like that Halloween guy? I don't think so. Everyone knows melons are summer fruits, Vinnie.
Okay, so they say you're supposed to thump a melon to see if it's ripe? What is that all about? I never did figure out what exactly you're supposed to hear anyway.
I'm not really sure. I could ask my dad. Why do you want to know?
Just curious. I'll bet you're all wondering, just what is a wombat? Well, they are furry little marsupials from Australia and Tasmania. So the next obvious question is, what is a marsupial? Well, they're a kind of mammal, usually distinguished by their pouches, which are for carrying their young.
I'm impressed, Vinnie.
Yo, I've been around, you know. So I remember back in my youth, last year, the Bombers had a tremendous season. This kid, Martha Smalley.
Who?
She moved to Pittsburgh last fall. You're too young to remember her, kid.
Vinnie, I'm older than you.
Anyways, Smalley pitched 6 straight shutouts. Even Pablo Sanchez couldn't get anything off her. Pablo was playing with the Giants at the time. Anyway, they called her Firearm. I heard she was the great-great-great-granddaughter of Walter Johnson. 6 straight shutouts. Yeah, those were the glory days for the Bombers, I tell ya. Back in the days of Firearm.
Wow.
I remember this kid, John Bang McDougall. He played for the Hornets until he retired a few months back. But man, did he ever have a couple of hot seasons.
Retired?
It was an early retirement. Anyways, he was the craziest hitter I've ever seen. Sometimes even held his bat upside down until the pitcher released. But pow! Out of the ballpark every single time. Some people said he was a ringer. Someone's pet orangutan or something wearing a baseball cap. And true, he was a little hairy, didn't say much, and had opposable toes. But I don't believe it. Best hitter I've ever seen. Remember that Fishes game way back in early '97 when the whole playing field collapsed in a giant sinkhole and filled with water, and both teams had to put on water wings and finish up by playing water polo since all the baseballs sank?
No.
I'm pretty sure you were there.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah, you were. You had a pair of water wings, too, and got a bad sunburn and wouldn't share your popcorn.
Oh, that game.
There was a Monsters game almost 3 seasons ago over at the Dirt Yards. I'll never forget that game. The strangest thing happened at the bottom of the 6th inning. I'll never forget the look on the face of that pitcher.
Well, what happened?
You know, I'm not sure, but I'll never forget the look on the face of that batter at the bottom of the 5th.
Vinnie?
Yeah?
Never mind.
Speaking of spitballs, I remember one All-Stars game 2 seasons ago. This kid, Freddie Jackson threw a spitball that went wild and hit the batter. The batter dropped the bat and cried all the way home. Not because it hurt. He was just mad that he was covered in spit.
Who was talking about spitballs?
Nobody. I just wanted to tell the story. There was a team a half year ago or something, the Wheedling Stinkbugs. They couldn't play ball for anything, but they managed to win a few games anyways. Their stick was, they wouldn't bathe all week before a game, and whenever they were fielding, they'd swarm around all the bases, and the other team's runners couldn't get close without passing out from the stink. Crazy strategy, but it worked. Dmitri Petrovich used to play for that team. He's never been a big fan of bathing. Remember that two-handed batter a couple of seasons ago? Laura Hudson, I think her name was. She used to hold a bat in each hand, and if she didn't hit the pitch with her first hand, she'd give it another try with the other. The pitchers loved her. You could strike her out with 2 throws.
Yeah, I think I remember her. I heard she was ambidextrous and could never decide which hand she wanted to bat with. Runner on first. They have a runner on second, runner on third, runners on first and second, runners on first and third, runners at the corners, and there are runners at second and third, 3 on, bases loaded. The bases are loaded. Nobody out. No outs. With nobody out. 1 out. 2 outs. And the count is 0-1. 0-1. And the count is 0-2. 0-2. And the count is 1-0. 1-0. And the count is 1-1. 1-1. And the count is 1-2. 1-2. And the count is 2-0. 2-0. And the count is 2-1. 2-1. And the count is 2-2. 2-2. And the count is 3-0. 3-0. And the count is 3-1. 3-1. And the count is 3-2. 3-2.
Here's a little fact for you. Sonny, I got a story. Here's something. Listen to this. You know, Sonny, in the big league, the Angels used to have this guy called the Angel Ape at their games. Boy, he used to get the crowd going, dancing, singing, scaring the children. He looked just like an ape. Too bad they had to get rid of him.
Why'd they do that?
Apparently he smelled just like an ape, too. P.U. You know, Sonny, the Major League Diamondbacks have a swimming pool behind their right field fence. I kid you not. About 100 years ago, when Bob Uecker played for the Major League Braves, he once shagged fly balls with a tuba. In the big league, the Orioles once had a pitcher named Mike Cuellar who was really superstitious. He always had to eat Chinese food before he pitched, and on game days he'd dress in blue from head to toe, blue shirt, blue pants, blue shoes, the works. He even drove a blue car. He was a pretty decent pitcher, so I guess it worked. You know, Sonny, ever since the Major League Red Sox traded Babe Ruth, they haven't won a World Series. They call it the Curse of the Bambino.
My mom doesn't like it when I curse.
The Major League Cubs once had a guy named Lou Novikov. Folks called him the Mad Russian. Story goes that he'd only play well if his wife was yelling at him. She'd be sitting in the stands behind home plate and yell, "Boo! Strike the bum out!" And whammo, he'd hit a homer. The Major League White Sox once had a midget play for them. He only had 1 at bat, and he walked. Turns out the pitchers couldn't find his strike zone. In the majors, the Reds' Dave Concepcion once got ejected for blowing kisses at the umpire. Some guys just can't take a compliment. In 1919, Slim Caldwell was struck by lightning while pitching for the Major League Indians. After they woke him up, he finished the game to pick up the victory. They don't make 'em like that anymore, Sonny. You know, Sonny, the air is so thin in the Major League Rockies Stadium that almost any fly ball you hit travels out of the park. Even I could hit a home run there. In the majors, the Tigers had a pitcher named Dizzy Trout. He was always doing crazy stuff. He once pitched from a wheelbarrow. You know, Sonny, back in the 1990s, the Major League Florida Marlins netted the World Series championship after only 5 years in the league. That's amazing. Of course, that's 83.25 in fish years, which isn't quite as impressive. Former Major League Astros pitcher Joe Niekro only hit 1 home run in his entire career. It was off his brother, Hall of Fame pitcher Phil Niekro. Former Major League Royal Freddie Patek, a height-impaired shortstop, once said he'd rather be the shortest player in the major leagues than the tallest in the minors. You tell him, Freddie. In the big league, the Dodgers had a lot of great pitchers, but none better than Sandy Koufax. Somebody once said trying to get a hit off of Koufax was like trying to drink coffee with a fork. In 1970, a 69-year-old man dressed as Bernie Brewer climbed on top of the Major League Brewers stadium scoreboard and vowed not to come down until the team drew a crowd of 40,000 for a game. 2.5 weeks later, the Brewers got a crowd of 40,000, and Bernie Brewer finally came down. One time, in a game against the Major League Twins, Dave King Kong Kingman hit a pop-up that went through the Teflon roof of the Metrodome. In the majors, former Expo first baseman Ron Fairley was such a crummy fielder. He once told his teammates they'd be better off rolling the ball to him instead of throwing it. You know, Sonny, former Major League Yankee Reggie Jackson once said, "Fans don't boo nobodies." I think he's got a point. I never been booed in my life. The 1962 Major League Mets lost a record 120 games. You know, you gotta try pretty hard to be that bad. In the big league, the A's were known as the Mustache Gang. In the early 70s, when owner Charlie O'Finley paid his players to grow facial hair. The only thing I can grow on my face is a milk mustache. The Major League Phillies fans are pretty rough. Mike Schmidt said they would even boo Santa Claus. Before a game once, one of the Major League Pirates players said, "I wish they wouldn't play that song. Every time they play it, we lose." Unfortunately for him, the song was the Star-Spangled Banner. Back in the 70s, the Major League Padres used to wear these orange and brown striped polyester uniforms. Steve Garvey said he felt like a taco. Former MLB Giants third baseman Darrell Evans claimed he was visited by a UFO. After his close encounter, he hit 196 homers over the next 6 seasons. Apparently, Sonny, these aliens knew something about baseball. One time, former Major League Mariner Lenny Randle got down on his hands and knees and tried to blow a ground ball foul.
Did it work?
No, but I bet that AstroTurf gave him some rug burns. In the majors, the Cardinals have some of the most loyal fans in baseball. One fan was called the Horse Lady. She'd sit behind home plate, and whenever the opposition was up to bat, she'd whinny like a horse really, really loud. She used to drive those poor guys crazy. You know, Sonny, I think baseball needs more horse ladies. You know, Tropicana Field, where the Major League Devil Rays play, went through 8 years of tractor pulls before it became the home of the Devil Rays back in '98. You know, Burley Grimes was the last major leaguer to throw a spitball before it was outlawed. Major League Blue Jays pitcher Pat Henchkin writes poetry. It's true. He's a Renaissance baseball player.
Time out. The coach calls time out.
Just a reminder, folks, we're having a spitting contest for all you fans during the 4th inning stretch. Practice up. Just be careful not to hit the people sitting below you. Hey, kiddos, don't forget to buy your raffle tickets. We've got a humdinger of a grand prize this season. A year's supply of bubble gum chew. Just think of it. You could chew for a whole year without ever stopping. Folks, when the sun gets too hot for you, don't forget about the refreshments at Laughing Lucy's lemonade stand. She's running a special today. 2 for $1. That's 2 of anything behind the counter, except Lucy, of course. Fans, don't forget to eat way too much cotton candy today so that you're not hungry at dinner time tonight. Your parents will think it's the funniest thing since your last report card. Brand new this season, we've got Pablo Sanchez dolls on sale at the concession stand. Take home a miniature version of everybody's favorite, the Secret Weapon. I'm hoping next season they'll come out with a Vinnie the Gooch doll. A word of advice if you're looking to catch a home run today. Stay away from the spitballs. You all seem like a rowdy bunch of fans. I expect to see plenty of waves, signs, and stupid-looking hats out of you people. We're gonna try something new out here in the stands today. Every time they call a timeout, I want everybody to get up, do the wave, and then sit down in the seat next to yours. By the end of the game, maybe we'll make it all the way around to where we started. Are you all with me on this? I hope you fans have been practicing your cheers and taunts, because I'm tired of the same old stuff. I'm counting on you kids to keep me entertained here. I mean, Don't even think about that hey, batter baloney. It's been done. You know what I'm saying? If any of you younger kids out there are feeling inspired by the skill of these finely honed athletes, you should think about trying it out yourself next season. We're always looking for new players, and the requirements are easy to meet. You gotta have a pulse. Before we start the game, Sonny, I'd like to read an excerpt from my new book, I Love the Baseball, by Vinnie the Gooch. Chapter 1. I love the baseball. What I love most about baseball is it's 100% American, except for the parts that were taken from other countries.
That's great, Vinnie.
That's from my new book, I Love the Baseball, by Vinnie the Gooch, available at fine bookstores and gas stations across the world. Today, the fabulous Gooch predicts that at one point in the game, at least one of these two teams will get a hit. You know, baseball is all about the love of the game. I mean, why else would anyone stand in the outfield for hours waiting for a ball to drop into their mitt? And now, a word from our sponsor.
Vinnie, there aren't any commercials in backyard baseball.
No commercials? Good! They drive me bananas. Except for the good ones. Those are funny. What a season of hard knocks this has been so far. I mean, I guess it's possible that things could be worse for these kids. I'm not exactly sure how, but they probably could. Anyway, they haven't given up hope yet, and you gotta admire them for that. This has been a frustrating season for these kids, but they're keeping their chins up. At least most of them are. At this point, it doesn't look like they have a very good chance of making the series, but you never know. I mean, crazier things have happened. Believe it or not, I have seen a team that had a worse season than these kids. Of course, they had a one-eyed dog playing shortstop. Anyway, you gotta admire the effort these kids are putting out, even though their record hasn't been so hot. These kids keep plugging away even though they haven't had the best of luck so far. No matter how bad this season has been, these kids aren't giving up hope. And that's the true BBL spirit we all like to see. Remember, it's all about having fun out there. This has been quite an exciting season for these kids, and the playoffs are in sight. These kids should be very proud of their performance so far. They've played hard, and it's paid off. This season has been solid for these kids. They've been playing some serious baseball out there, and they have a lot to be proud of. Not to mention, it's looking good for the playoffs. Whatever these kids are doing, it's working for them. This has been a great season so far. Each one of the players is thinking about the playoffs, and they have a good chance of making it if they keep it up. A little luck, a lot of skill, and a bunch of great attitudes have seen these kids through an outstanding season. You can bet they have hopes of landing in the playoffs, and my guess is they will. These kids are threatening to climb out of the cellar, and fans, your support is key. Yes, sirree, Bob, they're on the comeback trail heading for the playoffs, but it's gonna be a long haul to get there. What a season it's been so far. In case you haven't noticed, these kids have managed to win a few here and there. At this point, it's still possible for them to make the series, and you can bet they'll give it their best shot. Sure has been an exciting season of highs and lows, and there's no telling if these kids will go all the way or not. The one thing we can count on, though, is that they're gonna try their hardest. It's been an exciting season of ups and downs so far, but these kids are starting to make a comeback. They still have a chance to make it to the playoffs if they're ready to fight for it. These kids have been working hard all season. Sometimes it pays off, and sometimes, well, you can't win 'em all. At this point, it's still hard to tell if they'll make the playoffs or not, but they're gonna try their hardest. That's for sure. At this point, these kids have already made it to the playoffs. But if I know this team, they're gonna give this last season game everything they've got, just for the love of baseball. With a record like this going into the final game, these kids aren't gonna make the playoffs. However, you gotta hand it to them for one heck of a season, eh, folks? Let's watch this team play together one last time. These young players have high hopes going into today's game. A win would send them on to the playoffs. but a loss would mean the end of the line. Now that we're in the playoffs, the competition is a little rougher, and you can bet these kids will be playing their hearts out. Every player out there has their eye on the league title. I tell you, it's going to be a tough fight for the pennant. The score is 1-0 in this playoff round, and folks, this could be it. If these kids perform well today, it's on to the league championship, the race for the pennant. If not, they'll be battling out the tiebreaker. With a score of 0-1 in the playoffs, this has proven to be a tough series for these young players. They haven't lost sight of the title, but it's going to take 2 consecutive wins to nab it.
Well, fans, this is it. This is the deciding game. The score is 1-1 in these playoffs, and these kids know it's all or nothing out there today.
Everybody out here today wants their team to be the one to take the league title and go on to the Backyard World Series. But only one team will make it. Our favorite kids are up against some pretty tough competition now, but we all know they have what it takes to win the league pennant. The score is 1-0. And these kids have a good chance of making it to the Backyard World Series if they can just produce another win today.
The series stands at 0-1, and take it from the Gooch. These kids are gonna keep on fighting till the end. They're just gonna have to fight harder if they want to make it to the final championship round.
The score is tied at 1, and these kids are gonna be working their tails off out there today with one thing in mind: making it to the Backyard World Series.
Today's winners will go on to battle it out for the world title.
Going into the final round, everyone's looking at that Backyard World Series title, but only one team will make it all the way. The score is 1-0, and these kids are hanging tough in the Backyard World Series, ready to win it all. The score is 0-1. And these young players have put in a great effort so far, but they've got a ways to go if they want to nab that Backyard World Series title.
The series stands at 2-0. What an unbelievable series this has been for these kids. Today's win would mean that they take the whole enchilada. Ay, 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 ándale, ándale. The series is at 0-2. At this point in the championship series, the kids aren't doing as well as they'd hoped. But it ain't over yet. I know these kids, and they got a lot of fight in them.
The score is tied at 1, so at this point in the Backyard World Series, things could go either way. This promises to be a tough fight till the end.
What an exciting series this is! At 2-1, things are looking good for our favorite players.
The Backyard World Series title is within their grasp, and a win today would nab it for them. It has been a suspenseful championship round as our favorite kids fight for a shot at the Backyard World Series title. The score is 1-2. And they're going to have to pull off 2 consecutive wins to become the champions of the Backyard World Series. This is it, folks. The final game of the Backyard World Series. The score is tied, 2-2. And if they play it right, our kids could walk out of here the winners of the Backyard World Series title.
What a series this has been! It doesn't get any better than this, I tell ya.
Live from Playground Commons, this is Sunny Day and my sidekick, Vinnie the Gooch. My name's Sunny Day. My pal, Vinnie the Gooch, and I are coming to you live from Playground Commons, where the action is about to begin. This is Sunny Day here with my buddy, Vinnie the Gooch, ready to let you in on the excitement happening here at Playground Commons. This is Sunny Day, ready to bring you another exciting game here at Cement Gardens. Joining me is my sidekick, Vinnie the Gooch.
Why do I always have to be the sidekick? Just once I wish you were the sidekick.
Not gonna happen, Vinnie. This is Sunny Day and Vinnie the Gooch coming to you live from Cement Gardens.
Since when is this old parking lot called Cement Gardens, Sonny?
Please, Vinnie. Have a little imagination. Reporting to you directly from dirt yards where balls bounce anywhere they want to. This is Sunny Day and Vinnie the Gooch. This is Sunny Day and my cohort, Vinnie the Gooch, ready to report every bit of the action here at Dirt Yard. The laughs, the tears, the excitement, the fears, the...
Okay, I think they get the picture.
My name's Sunny Day. My pal, Vinnie the Gooch, and I are coming to you live from the Parks Department Field Number 2, where the action is about to begin. Live from Parks Department Field Number 2, this is Sunny Day and my sidekick, Vinnie the Gooch. I'm Sunny Day, and together with my pal, Vinnie the Gooch, we're ready to report the action here at the Parks Department Field number 2. Reporting to you live from the Parks Department Field number 2, this is Sunny Day and Vinnie the Gooch. Reporting to you directly from the Super Colossal Dome, this is Sunny Day and Vinnie the Gooch. Live from the Super Colossal Dome, this is Sunny Day and Vinnie the Gooch, ready for another exciting game. This is Sunny Day and Vinnie the Gooch coming to you live from the Big City Stadium. This is Sunny Day here with my buddy Vinnie the Gooch, ready to let you in on the excitement happening here at the Big City Stadium. This is Sunny Day and Vinnie the Gooch, live at Sandy Flats where the running is slow and the balls bounce low. Sunny Day here with my pal Vinnie the Gooch at Steel Stadium, where a hit in a neighbor's pool is a home run by rule. This is Sunny Day and Vinnie the Gooch welcoming you to Tin Can Alley, where there is no such thing as a home run. This is Sunny Day and Vinnie the Gooch here at Ekman Acres, where 10 balls have already been lost this season to the next door neighbor, old Mrs. Cranky Pants.
The hitting, the pitching, the spitting. I love the baseball.
I'm Sunny Day, and together with my pal, Vinnie the Gooch, we'll bring every bit of the action to you. I'm Sunny Day, and joining me is my pal, Vinnie the Gooch. Together, we'll bring you every bit of the action.
What she means is she's never gonna stop yapping.
It's my job, Vinnie.
Now it's my turn.
Sunny Day here, along with Vinnie the Gooch, welcoming you friends of the feather to another edition of Baseball Madness. This is Sunny Day, and my pal Vinnie the Gooch with a hearty hi-ho to ya.
Wait a minute. The Gooch does not, under any circumstances, say hi-ho. Sunny Day may be saying hi-ho, but the Gooch just says yo.
Whatever, Vinnie. Hello, baseball fans. Sunny Day here, along with my good friend Vinnie the Gooch.
Thanks, Sunny. It's good to be here for another exciting game of baseball. I can't get enough of it.
Sunny Day here with Vinnie the Gooch. Say hello, Vinnie.
Hello, Vinnie.
Hi there, sports fans. I'm Sunny Day, along with my partner, Vinnie the Gooch. Say hello to the nice people, Vinnie.
Nice. I got a bowl of potato salad dumped on my head on the way in here.
Oh, Vinnie, behave.
What? It's true.
Hiya, folks. Welcome to Backyard Baseball. I'm Sunny Day, along with my broadcast partner, Vinnie the Gooch.
Folks, we're gonna bring you the best in baseball today. Home runs, triple plays, strikeouts, live action from some of the hottest players in the league this season. The best in baseball.
Boy, you're sure enthusiastic today.
I had a good breakfast.
Sunny Day here, along with Vinnie the Gooch, welcoming you again to Backyard Baseball.
Vinnie the Gooch here, along with Sunny Day, welcoming you again to Backyard Baseball.
I just said that, Vinnie.
I know, but I think I said it better, with more pizzazz. This will be a great matchup of my two favorite teams. The, what's-their-faces and the, other guys.
Welcome back to Baseball Fever, all you crazy fans. Welcome back to the fun, you nutty baseball lovers, you. Hello, all you baseball maniacs. It's that time again. Time for some non-stop baseball fun. Welcome to the most fun you'll have all day. Ready to have fun, kiddos? Well, I hope so, because it's baseball time. Here we are again, ready to kick off another baseball extravaganza. Let's get the party started. It's time to get down with your favorite baseball players. Hello there, all you tried and true baseball fans. It's time for another game of the most exciting baseball around. Well, it's that time again. Baseball is in the air and we're ready for another exciting BBL season. Hello, baseball enthusiasts. It's time for another adventurous BBL season of unforgettable plays. Hello again, all you baseball fans. Welcome to another action-packed season of BBL Classic Thrills and Spills. Welcome back, baseball fans. Are you ready for another unbelievable BBL season? Well, fasten your seatbelts, 'cause here we go. Well, it all boils down to this final season game, and you can bet those players are ready to play their hearts out today. Here we are, at the last game of the regular season. I can hardly believe it went by so fast. The tension is mounting in both dugouts as we approach the beginning of this season's final game. Welcome to the last game of the season. All the teams have made it this far, but only 2 will be moving on to the playoffs. The excitement level is high as the players prepare for their first game in this playoff series. What an exciting day this is. Welcome to the first game in the race for the pennant. Every player out there is excited to have made it this far. Hello there, all you crazy fans. Welcome to another game in the race for the pennant. This could be the big one. This is it, folks. The final game in the race for the pennant. You can bet everyone's got one thing on their minds out there, and it sure isn't losing. Well, fans, it doesn't get any bigger than this. Here we are at the first game of the Backyard World Series. I can't believe the excitement in this stadium as we head into the final game of the official Backyard World Series. This is the game that decides which team wins it all. Who takes the cake? Who's the big cheese? Who's the Mac Daddy of baseball? The top of...
Okay. We get your drift, Sonny.
This is just all so invigorating. Welcome back to the action, fans. It looks as though our favorite players have made it to another round in the Backyard World Series. Here we are at another exciting game in the official Backyard World Series. Until next time, this is Sunny Day and Vinnie the Gooch signing off. This is Sunny Day and Vinnie the Gooch saying see you next time. Thanks for coming out, folks. This has been Sunny Day and Vinnie the Gooch, live at the Playground Commons, live from Dirt Yards. This has been Sunny Day and Vinnie the Gooch. See you next time. Straight from Cement Gardens, this is Sunny Day and Vinnie the Gooch signing off. Straight from the official BBL field, this is Sunny Day and Vinnie the Gooch signing off. Until next time, this is Sunny Day and Vinnie the Gooch signing off from the Parks Department field number 2. This is Sunny Day and Vinnie the Gooch saying see you next time here at the Parks Department field number 2. Live from the Parks Department field number 2, this has been Sunny Day and Vinnie the Gooch. See you next time. Straight from the Parks Department field number 2, this is Sunny Day and Vinnie the Gooch signing off. Thanks for coming out, folks. This has been Sunny Day and Vinnie the Gooch, live at the Big City Stadium. Straight from the Big City Stadium, this is Sunny Day and Vinnie the Gooch signing off. Straight from the Super Colossal Dome, this is Sunny Day and Vinnie the Gooch signing off. Straight from Sandy Flats, this is Sunny Day and Vinnie the Gooch signing off. Straight from Tin Can Alley, this is Sunny Day and Vinnie the Gooch signing off. Live from Ekman Acres, this has been Sunny Day and Vinnie the Gooch. See you next time. Straight from Steel Stadium, this is Sunny Day and Vinnie the Gooch signing off. For Vinnie the Gooch, this is Sunny Day, wishing you all peace, harmony, and great baseball. See you next time. Until next time, this is Sunny Day for Vinnie the Gooch and the whole Backyard Gang. So long for Vinnie the Gooch. This is Sunny Day, bidding you farewell.
Bidding you farewell? You've been reading those fancy novels again, haven't you?
Honestly, Vinnie. See you next time, baseball fans. Until next time, for Vinnie the Gooch, this is Sunny Day. So long, sports fans. The Hornets have won the first round of the playoffs. The Bombers have won the first round of the playoffs. The Melonheads have won the first round of the playoffs. The Monsters have won and will advance to the second round of the playoffs. The Wombats have won and will advance to the second round of the playoffs. The Fishes have won and will advance to the second round of the playoffs.
Unbelievable! Way to go! What a moment, folks! This is one for the memory books. These kids are now ready to move on to the next round of the playoffs. This is so exciting! They've made it to the next round of the playoffs, where they'll continue the fight, this time for the league title.
The Hornets are the American League champs! The Hornets are the National League champs! The Bombers are the American League champs! The Bombers are the National League champs! The Melonheads are the American League champs! The Melonheads are the National League champs! The Monsters have won the American League pennant! The Monsters have won the National League pennant! The Wombats have won the American League pennant! The Wombats have won the National League pennant! The Fishes have won the American League pennant! The Fishes have won the National League pennant!
What a day! This is unbelievable! Today's victory will carry them on to the Backyard World Series. What a day!
That was incredible. Today is a huge day for these kids. They are the league champs, ready to go on to compete for the Backyard World Series title.
The Hornets have won the Backyard World Series! I don't believe it! They've won it all! The Bombers have won the Backyard World Series! I don't believe it! They've won it all! The Melonheads have won the Backyard World Series! I don't believe it! They've won it all! The Monsters are the Backyard World Series champions! The Wombats are the Backyard World Series champions! The Fishes are the Backyard World Series champions!
They've won it! They've won it! Oh, my stars, they've won it all! These kids are the champions of the Backyard World Series. It doesn't get any bigger than this. Tell you one thing, not one of those kids is ever gonna forget this day. You can bet on it. And as the players celebrate their victory, it's time for us to say goodbye to you.
This is Sunny Day and Vinnie the Gooch saying see you next season!
This is the greatest moment in their baseball careers. They've done it. They've won it all. The whole enchilada, the big kahuna, the plate of spaghetti. They are the champions of the Backyard World Series.
The plate of spaghetti? What does that mean?
Forget it, kid. I was on a roll. Thanks for the memories, folks. This is Vinnie the Gooch and Sunny Day signing off until next season.
Oh, the agony of defeat seems so much worse when we were so close to total victory. So close, but yet so far. This is a heart-wrenching defeat. Well, that's the end of the line. It's been a great ride, though. Well, that's the end of an incredible season. These kids have finally been defeated. All good things must come to an end, and that is true for this season as well.
Tough break for these kids. They really played their hearts out. It was a close one, and they should be proud they made it as far as they did. Well, thanks for coming out, and we'll see you all next season.
This is Sunny Day saying toodles.
Toodles? Sonny, we gotta have a talk about this Toodles thing. This is the Gooch saying catch ya later. Every one of these players should hold their heads up high and be proud of the way they've played this season. Thanks for the memories, kids. This is Vinnie the Gooch and Sunny Day saying, see ya on the flip side.
See you next season.
Well, there's nothing tougher than having the prize almost in your hands, only to be yanked away at the last minute. But you know, a true ball player doesn't play for the trophy. It's the game that counts, not the outcome. And every one of these kids played like a champ. This is Vinnie the Gooch and Sunny Day signing off until next season.
Bye, everybody. Aw, Vinnie, that was sweet.
You know, these kids played the best ball they know how, and just making it to the championships is something to be proud of. Thanks for joining us in this unforgettable season. We'll see you next time.
This is Sunny Day and Vinnie the Gooch signing off.
Well, folks, this has been an exciting season of ups and downs. True, this is a sad ending, but the season as a whole has been a success. The kids played hard, and we thank them for the memories. This is Vinnie the Gooch and Sunny Day saying bye-bye now.
See you next time around. And the Hornets win it. And the Bombers win the game. The Melonheads dominate. The Monsters cream them. And the Wombats take it. The Fishes have crushed them.
As you can imagine, there will be a lot to celebrate at the pizza parlor tonight. What a great bunch of kids. They're going to be hooting and hollering at the mall tonight. What a scene there's going to be at the pizza parlor tonight. I heard last time they won a game, they were dancing on the tables and singing victory songs at the top of their lungs. They even made the pizza guy spell out, "We are the champions," with pepperoni on every single pie. This is fantastic. These kids really deserve this victory. They played a great game out there. Everybody's so excited on the field, they're jumping up and down. Even the parents out in the stands are dancing around out there. I think I even saw somebody's dog leaping in the air. What an exciting game. Everybody's so happy out there. Now it's time for the post-game victory tour around town, where the players hang their heads out of their parents' cars cheering and singing. Boy, are these kids excited. What a game. Tonight at the victory party, it's rumored that Ahmed and some of his cousins are going to bring out their instruments and rock out. Despite that, the party should be a lot of fun. What an outstanding game this has been. A victory these kids won't soon forget. They played hard and got what they deserved. These kids have really earned this victory. They played their hearts out and then some. They can all go home proud of their performances today. What a game, folks!
When things got rough out there, these kids hung in and kept playing their hardest. This victory is a well-deserved payoff for a job well done.
The Hornets have been blown down. The Bombers have been snuffed out. The Melonheads have taken a licking. An upset for the Monsters. Well, that's a loss for the Wombats. The Fishes have been slaughtered.
All you can do out there is play your hardest. And these kids certainly did that. They should be proud of a job well done. If losing builds character, these kids are going to grow up to be pillars of society. These kids had a rough time of it out there today, but they all played their hardest, and that's what counts most of all. I take my hat off to these kids, 'cause they played as hard as they could. Can't win 'em all. What a lame deal, but these kids played tough, and they can walk home proudly with no excuses. You win some, you lose some. Unfortunately, today was one of those lose some kind of days. When you win a game, it's easy to think of yourselves as winners. When you lose, though, no one should think of themselves as losers, just winners who had an off day. Nobody likes losing, but think about it. If no one ever lost, no one could ever win. These kids played a great game. If it's true that you learn more from losing than from winning, these kids could turn out to be quite the young scholars. Well, these kids played their hardest out there, and they should be proud. To prove what good sports they are, they're out there on the field right now shaking hands with the players from the other team.
All right, let's get on with the fun. And now, kids, it's time for some action. So, what are we waiting for? Let's play ball. I think we're all ready to play some baseball. Without further ado, it's baseball time. Alrighty then, it's time for some baseball. So let's get on with the ball game. And now it's time for the action to begin. Let's hear it for the best team in the BBL, the Bombers. Let's hear you, Bomber fans. Come on, fans. Give it up one time for the roughest, toughest team in the BBL, the Bombers. Don't hold back, fans. Show the Fishes how much you want them to win. Let's show the Fishes what their fans are made of. Yes, sir. These fans are going crazy for the Fishes. Let's hear it, everybody. The crowd is on their feet now, stomping and clapping for the best team in the BBL, the Hornets. Okay, you kooky fans, give us a cheer for your favorite baseball team, the Hornets. Yes, sir, these fans are going crazy for the Hornets. Let's hear it, everybody. The crowd is on their feet now, stomping and clapping for the best team in the BBL, the Melonheads. Come on, show these players your support. Let's hear it for the Melonheads. Okay, you cookie fans, give us a cheer for your favorite baseball team, the Melonheads. Let's hear you, Monster fans. Come on, show these players your support. Let's hear it for the Monsters. Just listen to the roar of the crowd as the Monsters take the field. The crowd is on their feet now, stomping and clapping for the best team in the BBL, the Wombats. Come on, show these players your support. Let's hear it for the Wombats. Just listen to the roar of the crowd as the Wombats take the field. Let's play ball! Play ball! Okay, let's play ball! All right, let's play ball! What was that? We'll just call it a wild pitch. That pitch was all over the place. I don't even know what to call that pitch. Whoa, wild one. Way outside.
Whatever that was meant to be. Let's just call it a wild pitch and be done with it. That ball was so close, the batter got a haircut. I don't know where that pitch was supposed to go, but it ended up on the wild side. Maybe she should look into a pair of glasses. You know, this isn't the first wild pitch I've seen him throw. A couple games back, his catcher almost threw her arm out of the socket trying to catch some of those babies.
Kimmy Ekman, Maria Luna, Angela Del Vecchio, Vicky Kawaguchi, Gretchen Hasselhoff, Sally Dobbs, Billie Jean Blackwood, Ashley Weber, Sydney Weber, Keisha Phillips, Stephanie Morgan, Luann Louise, Annie Frazier, Jocinda Smith, Lisa Crockett, Ronnie Dobbs, Ahmed Khan, Amir Khan, Kenny Kawaguchi, Pete Wheeler, Dmitry Petrovich, Ricky Johnson, Marky DuBois, Reese Worthington, Pablo Sanchez, Tony Del Vecchio, Jorge Garcia, Dante Robinson, Ernie Steele, Mikey Thomas, Mo Vaughn, Randy Johnson, Chipper Jones, Cal Ripken Jr., Nomar Garcia Parra, Sammy Sosa, Frank Thomas, Barry Larkin, Kenny Lofton, Larry Walker, Juan Gonzalez, Alex Gonzalez, Jeff Bagwell, Carlos Beltran, Raul Mondesi, Jeremy Burnett, Marty Cordova, Vladimir Guerrero, Mike Piazza, Derek Jeter, Jason Giambi, Kurt Schilling, Jason Kendall, Tony Gwynn, Barry Bonds, Ken Griffey Jr., Mark McGuire, Jose Canseco, Yvonne Rodriguez, Sean Green, Alex Rodriguez, Amy Bostwick, Arlene Perez, Betty Houston, Cindy Chang, Clarice Reed, Colleen Clinker, Debbie Nagasawa, Diana Hayes, Esther French, Francis Bluer, Gail Weinman, Grace Tipton, Hannah Peavy, Heather Quinn, Holly Franklin, Isabel Morelli, Jane Davis, Joella Minotti, Judy Abunza, Julie Dunkel, Karen Donato, Katie Shankar, Chrissy Mulligan, Laura Nunez, Leah Wayne, Lena Ang, Linda Potter, Liz Kinghorn, Mariana Ralph, Mary Riley, Michiko Adachi, Molly May, Nancy Chin, Olga Tollefson, Olive Hussein, Petra Chekhov, Ramona Bennett, Randy Uno, Serena DeMonte, Sheila Basanti, Sonia Hagen, Stacy Gordon, Dar Moonbeam, Tanya Uchida, Tiffany Bosworth, Tina Herrera, Vanna Steinman, Veronica Lee, Whitney Singh, Zena Frome, Andre Zibson, Artie Pimbleton, Bobby Bullgreen, Brett Olson, Carlos Ocampo, Chad Copel, Chico Papa, Chris Milton, Chucky Flinder, Davy Marion, Dominique Lowe, Earl Abbott, Eric LeBeau, Felix Grant, Fernando Diaz, Frankie Holly, Fred Benson, Gary Allen, George Coleman, Henri Deschennes, Horace Young, Ibrahim Mohammed, Isaac Drummond, Jack Joseph, Jay Green, Jim Kiley, Johnny Omar, Jordan Thorner, Mickey O'Connor, Murray Goldman, Nate Kowalski, Nikki Winston, Omar Stefano, Paco Kaufman, PJ Sharif, Raphael Hendricks, Ray Tran, Robbie Boko, Ryan Vanderhook, Shane Smith, Dan Olafson, Stevie Lint, Stuart Sullivan, Timmy Unger, Todd Xavier, Vic Souffle, Vladimir Womack, Wally Evans, Wing Kwan, Zenon Estrada, Alexis Weiss, Angelique Harding, Catherine Asher, Claire Nelson, Courtney Valentino, Dana Sakula, Ellen Martinez, Aaron Harris, Esmeralda Hyman, Ezra Travolta, Fabienne Callahan, Francesca Whitaker, Gloria Keitel, Heidi Thurman, Joan May, Jody Palmer, Caitlin Kane, Kathy Wolf, Lindsay Felgate, Lorelei Ikaye, Mamie Skilmsby, Mandy Coolidge, Rosanna Phelps, Ruth Prout, Samantha Winslow, Tatiana Jackson, Tracy Hoban, Uma Morris, Zanisha Goodman, Victoria Schomburg, Adam Van Doren, Alan Holzman, Billy Mendelson, Brad Bender, Buddy Martin, Butch Sherrod, Cameron Haynes, Chandler Huggins, Daniel Willis, Derek McHattery, Donald Vogel, Giuseppe Pachasa, Ivan King, Jerry Mahoney, Jose Meisenheimer, Lance Lambert, Marcellus Marks, Matthew LaCruz, Maynard McElroy, Melvin Berger, Parker Cullum, Peter Levine, Quentin Driver, Randolph Gluckert, Samuel Middleton, Scotty Ross, Terry Vega, Vincent Sweet, Walter Hall, Wayne Pittman, Rachel Labuena, Kendra Yarbrough, Barrett Greenwalt, Rose Flugel, Maya Woodruff, Trent Sizemore, Perry Marks, Dominic Hoskins, Umberto Anders, Thor Herring, Alicia Blakely, Amanda Hellerman, Anna Goudreau, Barbara Jones, Brenda Markart, Cheryl Reynolds, Christina Beatty, Claudia Villarta, Dawn Cozart, Emily Lubel, Faye Dawson, Gwen Sears, Hillary Vargas, Ingrid Dahlman, Jessica Wassersass, Jillian Payne, Kristen Sullivan, Kay O'Toole, Libby Futterman, Marilyn McDonald, Melissa Waters, Nan Porter, Pamela Kirkos, Raquel Cullen, Sarah Maxwell, Susan Gore, Sophie Meyer, Tanya Lesko, Wendy Parsons, Yvonne Carter, Zoe Mallory, Clanky, Boom Boom, Spaz, Sparkles, Pickles, Dizzy, Superstar, Ace, Cobra, Lucky, T-Bone, Kimmy Ekman to lead it off for the team. Maria Luna is the first one out of the dugout. First up is Angela Del Vecchio. Vicky Kawaguchi is the first one up to the plate. First in line, Gretchen Hasselhoff. Sally Dobbs steps up to start things off. Billie Jean Blackwood getting the ball rolling here. Leading off the inning, Ashley Weber. Leading the way, Sydney Weber. Here comes Keisha Phillips, first up to bat. Stephanie Morgan to lead it off for the team. Luann Louis is the first one out of the dugout. First up is Annie Fraser. Jocinda Smith is the first one up to the plate. First in line, Lisa Crockett. Ronnie Dobbs steps up to start things off. Ahmed Khan getting the ball rolling here. Leading off the inning, Amir Khan. Leading the way, Kenny Kawaguchi. Here comes Pete Wheeler, first up to bat. Dmitry Petrovich to lead it off for the team. Ricky Johnson is the first one out of the dugout. First up is Marky DuBois. Reese Worthington is the first one up to the plate. First in line, Pablo Sanchez. Tony Delvecchio steps up to start things off. Jorge Garcia getting the ball rolling here. Leading off the inning, Dante Robinson. Leading the way, Ernie Steele. Here comes Mikey Thomas, first up to bat. Mo Vaughn leads it off. Randy Johnson leads off the inning. Chipper Jones here to lead things off. Cal Ripken Jr. leads things off. Nomar Garcia-Parra leads it off here. Sammy Sosa leads off the inning. Frank Thomas leads it off. Barry Larkin leads off. Kenny Lofton leads off here. Larry Walker to lead off here in the inning. Juan Gonzalez gets things rolling here. Alex Gonzalez, the lead-off hitter. Jeff Bagwell leads off. Carlos Beltran leads things off. Raul Mondesi gets it going here. Jeremy Burnett's the lead-off hitter here. Marty Cordova leads it off. Vladimir Guerrero to lead it off here. Mike Piazza leads things off. Derek Jeter leads off the inning. Jason Giambi gets things going here. Kurt Schilling gets it going here. Jason Kendall leads it off. Tony Gwynn leads off the inning. Barry Bonds gets things rolling here. Ken Griffey Jr. leads off here. Mark McGuire, the lead-off batter. Jose Canseco leads off here in the inning. Ivan Rodriguez leads off the inning. Sean Green, the lead-off hitter. The lead-off batter is Alex Rodriguez. Starting off the inning is Boom Boom. Spaz is the first batter this inning. Sparkles leads off the inning. First up this inning is Pickles. And the first batter is Dizzy. Superstar batting first in this inning. Starting things off, we have Ace. Leading it off for the team is Cobra. First up to the plate this inning is Lucky. Coming out of the dugout first is T-Bone. Leading it off is Clinky. Kimmy Ekman steps in. Maria Luna up to bat. Angela Delvecchio coming up to the plate. Okay, that'll bring up Vicky Kawaguchi. Gretchen Hasselhoff stepping up to the plate. Sally Dobbs steps in. Next batter, Billie Jean Blackwood. Here comes Ashley Weber. Sydney Weber steps up to the plate. Keisha Phillips turn at bat. Stephanie Morgan comes up to the plate. Now it's Luann Louise' turn. Annie Fraser steps in, ready for action. Jocinda Smith comes to bat. Lisa Crockett, ready for the pitch. Ronnie Dobbs steps in, ready for action. We've got Ahmed Khan at the plate. Amir Khan walks up to the plate. Next up, Kenny Kawaguchi. Pete Wheeler steps in. Dmitry Petrovich up to bat. Ricky Johnson coming up to the plate. Okay, that'll bring up Marky DuBois. Reese Worthington stepping up to the plate. Pablo Sanchez steps in. Next batter, Tony Delvecchio. Here comes Jorge Garcia. Dante Robinson steps up to the plate. Ernie Steele's turn at bat. Mikey Thomas comes up to the plate. Mo Vaughn up. Randy Johnson is up. Chipper Jones at bat. Cal Ripken Jr. at the plate. Next up, Nomar Garcia-Parra. Sammy Sosa steps to the plate. Frank Thomas, the batter. Barry Larkin steps up. Kenny Lofton comes to bat. Larry Walker up now. Juan Gonzalez is the batter. Alex Gonzalez at the plate. Jeff Bagwell at bat. Carlos Beltran is up. Raul Mondesi comes to the plate. Next batter, Jeremy Burnett. Marty Cordova at bat. Vladimir Guerrero steps up. Mike Piazza comes to bat. Derek Jeter up to bat. Jason Giambi steps up to the plate. Kurt Schilling to bat. Jason Kendall at the plate. Tony Gwynn is the next batter. Barry Bonds at bat. Ken Griffey Jr. at the plate. Mark McGuire is up. Jose Canseco comes to bat. Ivan Rodriguez steps up. Sean Green comes to the plate. Alex Rodriguez up to bat. Batting next is Boom Boom. Spaz up to bat. Sparkles steps up to the plate. And now it's Pickles' turn at the plate. Dizzy up to bat. Ready for action. Stepping up to the plate is Superstar. Now at the plate we have Ace. Cobra comes up to the plate. Lucky steps in. T-Bone to the plate. Clanky steps up to the plate. Timmy Ekman up to pitch now. We're in for some excitement with Maria Luna pitching. Angela Delvecchio up to pitch now. Vicky Kawaguchi now up on the mound and ready to work. Gretchen Hasselhoff up on the mound and ready for action. Sally Dobbs up on the mound and ready for action. We've got Billie Jean Blackwood on the pitcher's mound now. Here's Ashley Weber, ready to wow the crowd. Here's Sydney Weber, ready to wow the crowd. Keisha Phillips takes her place on the mound. Stephanie Morgan steps up to the pitcher's mound. Luann Louise steps up to the pitcher's mound. Stepping up to the pitcher's mound is Annie Frazier. We've got Jocinda Smith pitching now. We've got Lisa Crockett pitching now. Ronnie Dobbs up to pitch now. Ahmed Khan now up on the mound and ready to work. Amir Khan now up on the mound and ready to work. Kenny Kawaguchi up on the mound and ready for action. We've got Pete Wheeler on the pitcher's mound now. We've got Dmitry Petrovich on the pitcher's mound now. Here's Ricky Johnson, ready to wow the crowd. Marky DuBois takes his place on the mound. Reese Worthington takes his place on the mound. Pablo Sanchez steps up to the pitcher's mound. Stepping up to the pitcher's mound is Tony Del Vecchio. Stepping up to the pitcher's mound is Jorge Garcia. We've got Dante Robinson pitching now. We're in for some excitement with Ernie Steele pitching. We're in for some excitement with Mikey Thomas pitching. Mo Vaughn on the mound. Randy Johnson on the rubber. Chipper Jones on the hill. Cal Ripken Jr. pitching. Nomar Garcia Parra has taken his warm-up tosses and is ready to go. Sammy Sosa on the mound. Big Frank Thomas on the hill. Barry Larkin is getting ready to pitch here. Kenny Lofton on the pitcher's mound. Larry Walker on the mound. Juan Gonzalez looks into the catcher and is ready to pitch. Alex Gonzalez pitching. Bags is on the mound. Carlos Beltran is on the hill today. Raul Mondesi is ready to pitch here. Jeremy Burnett's on the rubber. Marty Cordova on the hill. Vladimir Guerrero on the hill. Mike Piazza pitching. Derek Jeter getting ready to pitch here. Jason Giambi on the mound. Kurt Schilling stares in at the catcher and is ready to pitch. Jason Kendall pitching here. Tony Gwynn looks like he's ready to pitch here. Barry Bonds on the mound. Ken Griffey Jr. on the hill. Big Mac ready to pitch here. And now pitching Jose Canseco. Ivan Rodriguez on the rubber. Sean Green on the mound. Alex Rodriguez on the mound. On the pitcher's mound we have Boom Boom. Spaz up on the mound, ready to pitch. Sparkles takes the pitcher's mound. Pickles will pitch. Dizzy steps up to the pitcher's mound. On the pitcher's mound, we have Superstar. Ace takes the pitcher's mound. Cobra on the mound and ready to pitch. Lucky takes the hill, ready to pitch. T-Bone ready to pitch. On the mound is Clanky. The Angels are leading here. The Angels lead. The Angels are winning easy. The Diamondbacks are up here. The Diamondbacks are in the driver's seat. The Diamondbacks are comfortably ahead. The Braves are out in front. The Braves are in control. The Braves are beating the pants off them today. The Orioles are on top. The Orioles are leading. The Orioles are in command. The Red Sox lead. The Red Sox are looking good. The Red Sox are making it look easy out there. The Cubs are winning here. The Cubs are ahead. The Cubbies have all but won this game. The White Sox are ahead. The White Sox lead. The White Sox are in command. The Reds are winning. The Reds are leading this one. The Reds are looking good out there. The Indians have the lead. The Indians are on top. The Indians are winning in a blowout. The Rockies are out in front. The Rockies are ahead here. The Rockies are dominating today. The Tigers are in the lead. The Tigers are looking good here. The Tigers have them by the tail right now. The Marlins have the lead. The Marlins are ahead here. The Marlins are just destroying them. The Astros are winning. The Astros lead this game. The Astros are firmly in control here. The Royals are winning this one. The Royals are ahead. The Royals are pasting them. The Dodgers are on top. The Dodgers lead here. The Dodgers are mopping up the place tonight. Wow, the Brewers are leading. The Brewers are ahead. The Brewers are looking good tonight. The Twins are ahead here. The Twins are winning this ball game. The Twins are in control here. The Expos lead. The Expos are ahead. The Expos have just about wrapped this one up. The Yankees are ahead here. The Yankees have the lead. The Yankees are playing like champions today. The Mets are winning. The Mets are leading the ball game. The Mets look like world champs today. The Athletics are winning the ball game. The A's lead. The A's have all but won this game. The Phillies are ahead. The Phillies have the lead. The Phillies have charged ahead here. The Pirates are winning. The Pirates are leading. The Pirates are way out in front. The Padres are winning here. The Pods are ahead. The Padres are crushing them today. The Giants are winning the game. The Giants have the lead so far. The Giants look huge today. The Mariners are out in front. The M's are looking good today. The Mariners are making it look easy today. The Cardinals are ahead. The Cards have the lead. The Cards are way ahead. The Devil Rays are ahead in the game. The Devil Rays are winning this one. The Devil Rays look unstoppable today. The Rangers have the lead. The Rangers are ahead. The Rangers are way out in front now. The Blue Jays are ahead here. The Blue Jays lead this game. The Blue Jays look unbeatable today. The Angels trail. The Angels are falling fast. The Angels have fallen hard today. The Diamondbacks trail here. The Diamondbacks are losing this ball game. The Diamondbacks look snake-bitten today. The Braves are behind here. The Braves are losing. The Braves are getting pasted. The Orioles trail in this ball game. The Orioles have fallen behind here. The Orioles are being shut down. The Red Sox trail here. The Red Sox are losing. The Red Sox are getting hammered. The Cubs have fallen behind. The Cubbies are way behind here. The Cubbies need a miracle to win this one. The White Sox are behind. The White Sox are on the short end of the scoreboard. The White Sox are getting burned today. The Reds are losing. The Reds are getting beat. The Reds are getting pounded. The Indians trail. The Indians have fallen behind. The Indians are getting pummeled. The Rockies are losing. The Rockies trail by a bunch here. The Rockies are getting slammed. The Tigers trail. The Tigers are losing big. The Tigers look pretty tame today. The Marlins are behind. The Marlins trail here. The Marlins are losing here by a lot. The Astros trail. The Astros are losing this one. The Astros have done everything wrong today. The Royals are behind. The Royals are losing the ball game. The Royals look like they're out of this one. The Dodgers are down. The Dodgers look beaten. The Dodgers are way behind. The Brewers are behind. The Brewers trail by a bunch. The Brewers are out of it. The Twins trail. The Twins have fallen behind. The Twins look terrible. The Expos trail in this one. The Expos are losing big. The Expos are getting trounced. The Yankees are behind. The Yankees trail in this ball game. The Yankees look down and out. The Mets are losing. The Mets are getting beat. The Mets look miserable. The A's trail. The A's have fallen behind. The A's look like they're down for the count. The Phillies are losing this one. The Phillies can't catch a break here. The Phillies look finished here. The Pirates have fallen behind. The Pirates are losing the ball game. The Pirates look bad today. The Padres are trailing. The Padres aren't looking very good. The Padres are way behind. The Giants are losing this one. The Giants trail by a bunch. The Giants are getting stomped. The M's look a little sluggish today. The M's have fallen behind. Somebody put the Mau on the Mariners. They can't do anything right today. The Cardinals are behind. The Cardinals are losing this one. The Cardinals are way behind and maybe out of this one. The Devil Rays are behind. The Devil Rays trail by a lot. The Devil Rays are getting creamed. The Rangers are losing. The Rangers are behind here. The Rangers are getting pulverized. The Blue Jays trail. The Blue Jays have fallen way behind. The Blue Jays are getting pasted. The Angels are stuck in a tie game. The Diamondbacks haven't made much ground here in this tie ball game. The Braves are in a tie game. The Orioles are all tied up here. The Red Sox are in a dead heat here. The Cubs are in a neck-and-neck race. The White Sox have played to a tie game. The Reds are all tied up and no place to go. The Indians are stuck in a tie ball game. The Rockies have played to a tie. The Tigers are tied up. The Marlins are in a close one. The Astros are deadlocked here. The Royals are in a dead heat. The Dodgers are all tied up. The Brew Crew has played to a tie. The Twins are fit to be tied. The Expos are in a tie ball game. The Yankees are deadlocked. The Mets are stuck in a tie ball game. The A's are tied. The Phillies have played to a dead heat. The Pirates are tied up. The Pods have played to a tie here. The Giants are neck and neck. The Mariners have played to a dead heat. The Cardinals are knotted up here. The Devil Rays are all knotted up. The Rangers are deadlocked. The Blue Jays are all tied up. The Angels, the Diamondbacks, the Braves, the Orioles, the Red Sox, the Cubs, the White Sox, the Reds, the Indians, the Rockies, the Tigers, the Marlins, the Astros, the Royals, the Dodgers, the Brewers, the Twins, the Expos, the Yankees, the Mets, the Athletics, the Phillies, the Pirates, the Padres, the Giants, the Mariners, the Cardinals, the Devil Rays, the Rangers, the The Blue Jays, the Angels, the Diamondbacks, the Braves, the Orioles, the Red Sox, the Cubs, the White Sox, the Reds, the Indians, the Rockies, the Tigers, the Marlins, the Astros, the Royals, the Dodgers, the Brewers, the Twins, the Expos, the Yankees, the Mets, the Athletics, the Phillies, the Pirates, the Padres, the Giants, the Mariners, the Cardinals, the Devil Rays, the Rangers, the Blue Jays, Angels, Diamondbacks, Braves, Orioles, Red Sox, Cubs, White Sox, Reds, Indians, Rockies, Tigers, Marlins, Astros, Royals, Dodgers, Brewers, Twins, Expos, Yankees, Mets, Athletics, Phillies, Pirates, Padres, Giants, Mariners, Cardinals, Devil Rays, Rangers, Blue Jays, Angels, Diamondbacks, Braves, Orioles, Red Sox, Cubs, White Sox, Reds, Indians, Rockies, Tigers, Marlins, Astros, Royals, Dodgers, Brewers, Twins, Expos, Yankees, Mets, Athletics, Phillies, Pirates, Padres, Giants, Mariners, Cardinals, Devil Rays, Rangers, Blue Jays, the Bombers, the Fishes, the Hornets, the Melonheads, the Monsters, the Wombats, the Bombers, the Fishes, the Hornets, the Melonheads, the Monsters, the Wombats. Bombers, Fishes, Hornets, Melonheads, Monsters, Wombats, Bombers, Fishes, Hornets, Melonhead, Monsters, Wombat. The Angels win. The Angels pull off the win. The Diamondbacks win. The Diamondbacks get the win here. The Braves win. The Braves get the win. The Orioles win. The Orioles win it today. The Red Sox win. The Red Sox pull off another win. The Cubs win. The Cubs get the win today. The White Sox win. The White Sox come out on top. The Reds win. The Reds are victorious. The Indians win. It's a win for the Indians. The Rockies win. That's the ball game. Rockies win. The Tigers win. That'll do it. The Tigers win. The Marlins win. The Marlins get the win here today. The Astros win. How about that? The Astros win. The Royals win. The Royals get a W today. The Dodgers win. Chalk up a win for the Dodgers. The Brewers win. The Brew Crew gets the win. The Twins win. The Twins get the win for today. The Expos win. Les Expos get the victory. The Yankees win. Another day, another win for the Yankees. The Mets win. The Mets are winners today. The A's win. It's a W for the A's. The Phillies win. The Phillies win today. The Pirates win. The Pirates get a win. The Padres win. That'll do it. Pods win. The Giants win. The Giants get the W today. The Mariners win. Put a W in the books for the Mariners. The Cardinals win. Cards win. The Devil Rays win. Devil Rays come out on top today. The Rangers win. The Rangers win it today. The Blue Jays win. The Blue Jays with the win today. The Angels lose. The Angels fall today. The Diamondbacks lose. It's a mark in the loss column for the Diamondbacks. The Braves lose. The Braves lose this one. The Orioles lose. The Orioles lose it here today. The Red Sox lose. It's over. The Red Sox fall today. The Cubs lose. The Cubbies fall in defeat today. The White Sox lose. The White Sox fall today. The Reds lose. Game over. And the Reds lose. The Indians lose. The Indians lose the ball game today. The Rockies lose. The Rockies get the loss today. The Tigers lose. The Tigers lose it today. The Marlins lose. The Marlins fall today. The Astros lose. It's a loss for the Astros today. The Royals lose. The Royals are beaten today. The Dodgers lose. It's all over. The Dodgers lose. The Brewers lose. The Brewers couldn't pull it off today. They'll have to take the loss. The Twins lose. It's a tough loss for the Twins. The Expos get a bad break and lose today. The Expos lose. The Yankees taste bitter defeat. The Yankees lose. No miracle for the Mets as they lose here today. The Mets lose. The A's get handed a loss. The A's lose. The Phillies fall in defeat. The Phillies lose. The Pirates can't pull it off. They lose. The Pirates lose. The Padres get handed a tough loss. The Padres lose. The Giants lose the game today. The Giants lose. Tough luck for the M's as they lose today. The Mariners lose. The Cardinals lose the ball game. The Cardinals lose. The Devil Rays lose the ball game. The Devil Rays lose. The Rangers get the loss. The Rangers lose. It's all over. The Blue Jays lose. The Blue Jays lose. Have no fear. The Angels are here. The Diamondbacks are in the house. Let's hear some noise. All right. Let's get this party started right and give it up for the Braves. All right, folks. Let's hear it for your Orioles. The Red Sox have arrived on the field. All hail the mighty Red Sox. Yes, everybody loves the Cubbies. Let's hear it for the Cubs. The White Sox are headed onto the field, and the crowd goes wild. The Reds are in the house. Let's hear it. The crowd gives a big cheer for their beloved Indians. The Rockies get an avalanche of cheers from this crowd. A big ovation from the Tiger faithful in attendance here. The Marlins are a hit with their fans. Let's go Marlins! Get on your feet and let's hear it for the Astros. The Royals have a huge following here. Let's hear it for the Royals. There's a lot of Dodger blue in the crowd today. They love their Dodgers. The crowd is going wild, and that can only mean one thing. The Brewers are in the house. All right, you Twins fans, let's hear some noise. The crowd is going wild. Let's hear it for the Expos. The Yankees are clearly the fan favorites here. Go Yanks! Do these fans love their Mets or what? Go Mets! Clap your hands and stomp your feet. Here come the A's. All right, all you Phillies fans, let's make some noise. The Pirates are clearly the fan favorites today. Go Pirates! All right, all you crazy Pod fans, let's hear it for your team. Go Padres! Okay, everybody, let's hear it for those Giants. Let's hear it for those lovable Mariners. Well, the Cards are ready to start the game. Let's hear some noise from the fans. Go Cards! Here comes everybody's favorite. Let's hear it for the Devil Rays. All right, you Rangers fans, let's hear it. Okay, all you Blue Jay fans, let's get on our feet and make some noise. The Angels are the winners in this first round of the playoffs. The Diamondbacks are winners in this first round of the playoffs. The Braves win the first round of the playoffs. How about that? The Orioles advance in the playoffs. The Red Sox pull it off to advance in the playoffs. The Cubbies are still alive and advance to the league playoffs. The White Sox win and will now battle for the league pennant. The Reds get the W today and a chance to battle for the Backyard World Series title. The Indians survive here to play for a chance at the Backyard World Series. The Rockies win and will advance to the next round of the playoffs. The Tigers win and have a chance to make it to the Backyard World Series. The Marlins win and are now headed to the next round of the league championship. The Astros win it and now will battle for a trip to the Backyard World Series. The Royals win this round of the playoffs. Yahoo! The Dodgers win to advance in the playoffs. The Brewers' dream season continues with this win. The Twins are headed to the final round of the pennant race. The Expos pull off an exciting win and advance in the playoffs. The Yankees have the win and will advance to the next round of the playoffs. The Mets win this one and are headed to the next round in the playoffs. The A's are the winners here and head off to fight for the pennant. The Phillies win and advance to the league playoffs. The Pirates survive this one and advance in the playoffs. The Padres win it and will now play for a chance to go to the Backyard World Series. The Giants are going to the final round in the league playoffs. The M's win and have a chance at the American League Championship. The Cards are the winners and will advance to the next round in the playoffs. The Devil Rays win. They're going to the next round in the playoffs. The Rangers are the winners here and move on to the next round in the playoffs. The Blue Jays are headed for the next round in the playoffs. The Angels are heading to the Backyard World Series. The Diamondbacks win the National League pennant. The Braves are going to the Backyard World Series. The the Backyard World Series. The Red Sox are going to the Backyard World Series, folks. Holy cow! The Cubbies are going to the Backyard World Series. The White Sox win it, and they're headed to the Backyard World Series. The Big Red Machine is going to the Backyard World Series. The Indians are on their way to the Backyard World Series. The Rockies win the National League pennant, and they're going to the Backyard World Series. Watch out, Backyard World Series. Here come the Tigers! The Marlins win the National League pennant. The Astros win, and they're going to the Backyard World Series. The Royals win the game and the American League pennant. The Dodgers are going to the Backyard World Series. The Brewers have a date at the Backyard World Series. The Twins win the American League pennant. How about that? The Expos win the ballgame, and they're going to the Backyard World Series. The Yankees win. Next stop, the Backyard World Series. The Miracle Mets win the National League pennant. The A's win the pennant and are headed to the Backyard World Series. The Phillies have done it. They're going to the Backyard World Series. The Pirates keep the dream alive. They're going to the Backyard World Series. The Cards are heading to the Backyard World Series. The Padres win it. They're going to the Backyard World Series. The Giants win the pennant. The Giants win the pennant. The Giants win the pennant. The miracle season continues for the Mariners as they head to the Backyard World Series. The Devil Rays win the pennant. I can't believe it. The Rangers are going to the Backyard World Series. The Blue Jays win the game, and they're heading to the Backyard World Series. They did it! The Angels have won the Backyard World Series. The Diamondbacks win the championship of the Backyard World Series. The Braves have done it. They are the champions of the Backyard World Series. The Orioles win. The Orioles are Backyard World Series champions. The Red Sox have done it. They're the champions of the world. They're the champions of the universe. They're the champions of the Backyard World Series. The Cubs did it. The Cubbies have won the Backyard World Series. Holy cow! The White Sox are crowned the new champions of the Backyard World Series. They did it. The Reds won. They're the new champions of the Backyard World Series. The Indians win the Backyard World Series. I can't believe it. They really did it. The Rockies win. The Rockies are your new champions of the Backyard World Series. Holy moly! The Tigers have won the Backyard World Series. How about that? The Marlins win the Backyard World Series. They're the Backyard Baseball champions of the world. The Astros win it. They've won the Backyard World Series. The Astros are world champions. The Royals win. They've done it. They're the Backyard World Series champions. They really did it. The Dodgers won the Backyard World Series. They're the champions of the universe. The Brewers really did it. They won. They're the champions of the Backyard World Series. The Twins did it. They won the Backyard World Series. How about that? The Expos win the Backyard World Series. They're the new champions of the world. The Yankees did it. They're the Backyard World Series champions. The Miracle Mets have won the Backyard World Series. They're the champions of the world. That's it. The A's win the Backyard World Series. I can't believe my eyes. It's all over. The Phillies have done it. They've won the Backyard World Series. The Pirates are the new Backyard World Series champions. Can you believe it? Do not adjust your monitor. The Padres have won the Backyard World Series. How about that? The Giants win the series. The Giants win the series. The Giants win the series. It's over. The M's are champions of the Backyard World Series. My, oh, my. They did it! They did it! The Cardinals won the Backyard World Series! The Devil Rays have done it! They're the Backyard World Series champions of the universe! The Rangers have won the Backyard World Series championship of the universe! Can you believe it? It's all over! The Blue Jays win the Backyard World Series! They're the champions!
Mo Vaughn's not going to win any foot races, but he's got a lot of power. Mo Vaughn is a big kid with big-time power. This Mo Vaughn kid can really tear the height off the ball. Whammo! This Randy Johnson kid looks like he ought to be dunking a basketball. Randy Johnson can throw the heat, but a power hitter he ain't. Sure, Randy Johnson can throw a 100-mile-an-hour fastball, but can he dance the mambo? Answer me that. Chipper Jones is real solid with the bat and the glove. Chipper Jones is going to surprise a lot of people. You watch. I wonder how you get a name like Chipper. Cal Ripken Jr., huh? He won't last long. Yeah, right. This Ripken kid comes from a good baseball family. Ripken can hit with some power. Nomar's a good young player who's got some speed and can hit. I'd say this Nomar kid is one of the best shortstops I've seen, and a solid hitter, too. Nomar Garcia Parra can flat out play. You know, a couple years ago I would have said Sammy Sosa, yeah, he's pretty good, but now, holy cow! Sammy Sosa is a guy you can build your team around. You know, this Sosa kid is really exciting to watch. Stand back, kids. It's the Big Hurt. Look at the size of that Thomas kid. What have they been feeding him? Frank Thomas can put the hurt on the ball, hence the nickname the Big Hurt. Barry Larkin is one of the best all-around players in the game. This Larkin, he's a great hitter. And boy, can he play shortstop. Larkin can hit, steal bases, and play great defense. He's also a terrific dancer. You know something, Sonny? This Lofton kid's about as fast as anyone I've ever seen. If you think Lofton's good at baseball, you ought to see him play basketball. Kenny Lofton's just about the best defensive outfielder in the game. Larry Walker's a pretty good ball player, very well-rounded in his skills. This Walker kid is pretty solid at the plate. Good hitter, decent runner, solid. Larry Walker is a powerhouse hitter. Juan Gonzalez is fast as lightning, and he can run, too. This Juan Gonzalez kid is a consistent hitter. Very important in this league. Juan Gonzalez likes to hit the ball hard. I don't think the fielders like to catch his line drives. Ouch. Alex is a great defensive player. He's like a vacuum cleaner out there. And man, can this kid hit. If Gonzalez stays healthy, he could be another Omar Vizquel. This kid can play baseball like nobody's business, Sonny. Bags is always fun to watch. Just look at him. Bagwell's awesome. He hits consistently well and can run as fast as a cheetah. That's fast. Bags is always a home run threat. Carlos is a switch hitter who can run fast and hit the ball. Beltran isn't the strongest defensive player, but boy can he hit. Beltran's dangerous from both sides of the plate. Mondesi's got huge hit potential, you know? Pitcher, beware. Raul may be built like a fire hydrant, but don't let it fool you. He can run like a fish in the water. Raul says he likes to listen to salsa. Me, I'd rather dip my chips in it. Burnitz has got one of the sweetest swings in baseball. Jeremy Burnitz is what you call a power hitter. Burnitz is a good, young, all-around baseball player. Of course, they're all pretty young in this league. Marty Cordova, what a guy. Marty Cordova, what can you say about the guy that hasn't been said? Marty Cordova. This guy's got a wonderful singing voice. I tell you, Vladimir Guerrero has got some monster power. Especially for an 8-year-old. Vladimir. That's French, ain't it? This Guerrero kid is some kind of wonderful, yes he is. You know, Mike Piazza really likes that heavy metal music. Me, I prefer the polka. This Mike Piazza kid can play drums, too. I think it's always a good idea to have something to fall back on. Me? I got my job at the Plastic Turtle Factory. Holy cow, can this kid hit? The girls love Derek Jeter. Isn't that gross? This Jeter kid's gonna turn out to be pretty good. Derek is what you call a 5-point player, meaning he's great at all 5 baseball skills. Hitting, fielding, running, throwing, and... help me out here, Sonny. Jason Giambi hits for average power and draws walks. Everything you could ask for from a first baseman. Gumby, I love that guy. Oh, Giambi. He's good, too. This Giambi kid is a real pro at the plate. all business. Kurt Schilling's one of the best pitchers in this league, and he's a pretty decent hitter, too. Schilling's not known for his hitting, but he's got power, so watch out. Kurt's real tough. For a pitcher, Kendall may be the fastest catcher ever to play. Man, he can really run, folks. Jason likes to lean over the plate when he's at bat and gets hit by a lot of pitches. Kendall doesn't hit for power, but he's good for average, and he's got a lot of speed out there on the base pads. You're not gonna meet a nicer kid than Tony Gwynn. This kid is flat out the best hitter in the game. Tony may be the first 8-year-old ever to hit 400. Barry is one of the best power hitters in the game, plus he's one of the quickest. Is there a better player than Barry Bonds? I don't know. This kid's got baseball in his blood, Sonny. You know, they say this Griffey kid really likes them video games. Who'd want to waste their time playing video games? You know, they call Griffey the kid. Of course, they're all kids here, aren't they? You know, Sonny, I'd rather eat a rattlesnake than have to pitch to Griffey. Holy cow. Will ya look at the arms on this McGuire kid? Looks like somebody's been eating his spinach. What have they been feeding this McGuire kid? His arms look like Popeyes. Jose's a big kid, ain't he? You sure this kid's under 10 years old? Jose Canseco's what you'd call a powerhouse hitter. Canseco's got a lot of power. A whole lot of power. Yvonne's nickname is Pudge. This Pudge kid is really something at bat. Powerhouse. Yvonne's not a very fast runner, so it's a really good thing he hits the ball hard and long. Green's got a batting cage at home and hits up to 200 balls a day. Holy cow! Sean can hit for power and steal ya a bunch of bases. Sean Green's the real deal, folks. The real deal. Not only is Alex Rodriguez a consistent hitter, he's a power hitter as well. Every coach's dream batter. Alex Rodriguez was born to be in the batter's box. Alex Rodriguez seems to get better every time he steps up to the plate. This Boom Boom kid is fun to watch play ball. I don't know where a kid gets a name like Boom Boom. Boom Boom really likes to play this game, and it shows. With a name like Spaz, you expect the kid to have a lot of energy to hit the ball long. Despite this kid's nickname, Spaz can keep it all under control. Most of the time. Let's see how Spaz handles the pitch. I'd say this kid Sparkles is gonna go places in the league. I'm just not sure where. Sparkles is a top-notch kid, ready to give 110% for the team. Sparkles isn't afraid of any pitch. Looks like Pickles is eyeing the outfield. Pickles is ready to show the pitcher how a professional does it. This Pickles kid is all pro. Dizzy's ready to get the job done. Dizzy's not afraid of the fastball, slow ball, hooks. In fact, I don't think this kid is afraid of anything. Dizzy's got the look of determination, digging in and ready to go. This superstar kid means business. Superstar's ready to show the pitcher what a home run looks like. This superstar kid's a real smart batter. Ace wants nothing more than a home run. This Ace kid is real exciting to watch. Ace is a real scrapper at the plate, fighting for the perfect pitch. This Cobra kid is real dangerous on the plate. I don't think the pitcher's too happy to see Cobra batting. Cobra's determined to get a hit here. This Lucky kid is ready to get the job done for the team. Lucky's the kind of batter that wants a hit every time. Lucky's a real slugger at the plate. T-Bone's always ready for action. This T-Bone kid has a real meaty swing. This T-Bone kid's always thinking of winning. What you'll see from Clanky is consistency. I guess that's because he's a robot. Clanky brings to the team consistency and concentration. At the plate, he's programmed to think of one thing: batting. Clanky's arms are specifically designed to hold the bat at a perfect angle to the plate, maximizing power. Mo Vaughn doesn't throw for a lot of power. He'll try to outsmart you with his slow ball instead. There's nothing scarier than facing a Randy Johnson fastball. It makes me sweat just thinking about it. Chipper's got a good fastball, but the one you really want to watch out for is his elevator pitch. Ripken's not a power pitcher, but he's got a mean left hook. Nomar's got a pretty good fastball and a heck of a corkscrew pitch. Sammy Sosa has a lot of power on the plate, but it's a different story on the pitcher's mound. He has to rely more on finesse to get the batters out. Frank Thomas has one of the best right hooks around. Barry Larkin can get you out with a number of pitches, but his best is the crazy ball. Kenny Lofton is not a power pitcher. He relies on getting good movement on the ball to get the batter out. Larry Walker may not have a wide range of pitches, but his slow ball can get the job done. Juan Gonzalez is not known for his pitching, but he's got an arm, so batter beware. Alex Gonzalez is going to try to outthink you out of the mound, throwing you a whole bunch of different pitches. Bags is a slow ball pitcher who'll try to throw you a spitter now and then if you're not careful. Beltran gets a lot of movement on his pitches. Watch out for his corkscrew. It's a Lulu. I know Raul Mondesi's got a strong arm, but let's see how he can pitch. Jeremy Burnitz is a good slow ball pitcher who likes to keep you guessing at the plate. Cordova's best pitch is his elevator. Not many people can hit that one. Vladimir Guerrero's got a decent fastball and a devastating left hook. Piazza's not going to overpower anyone with his pitches. Instead, he'll try to outfox you with some off-speed stuff. Derek Jeter isn't the ace of this pitching staff, but he'll get people out with his right hook. Jambi's got a terrific fastball for a first baseman. Kurt Schilling's got a mean fastball. Jason Kendall is known for his catching, but he's also got a great corkscrew pitch. Tony Gwynn is what you call a finesse pitcher. Instead of blowing fastballs by you, he'll try to outsmart you. Barry Bonds has a great right hook and has been known to throw a spitball now and then. Ken Griffey Jr. is one of the greatest power hitters of all time. As a pitcher, he's a crafty left-hander who relies on location and movement. Mark McGwire has got a good fastball and an incredible right hook. Canseco's a crafty pitcher. You gotta watch out for that spitball of his. Ivan Rodriguez is a well-rounded pitcher, and watch out for his fastball. It's a zinger. Sean Green has a great left hook, but he's also been known to throw a zigzag or even the dreaded slow-mo ball on occasion. Alex Rodriguez has got a lot of different pitches. The batters never know what they're gonna get. Boom Boom is ready to show these batters a thing or two. This Spaz kid tends to throw a surprise pitch every once in a while. Batter beware. Sparkles is a pitcher to be reckoned with. With Pickles pitching, you never know what to expect. Jizzy's ready to send all these batters right back to the dugout. With Superstar pitching, we're in for an exciting inning. I don't think the batters are happy to see this ace kid on the mound. Cobra doesn't hold back while on the pitcher's mound. This lucky kid is crafty. Batter beware. You never know what to expect with this T-Bone kid. Clanky's not gonna wow you with his pitch selection, but boy is he consistent. Kimi Ekman, Maria Luna, Angela Del Vecchio, Vicky Kawaguchi, Gretchen Hasselhoff, Sally Dobbs, Billie Jean Blackwood, Ashley Weber, Sydney Weber, Keisha Phillips, Stephanie Morgan, Luann Louise, Annie Frazier, Jacinda Smith, Lisa Crockett, Ronnie Dobbs, Ahmed Khan, Amir Khan, Kenny Kawaguchi, Pete Wheeler, Dmitry Petrovich, Ricky Johnson, Marky DuBois, Reese Worthington, Pablo Sanchez, Tony Del Vecchio, Jorge Garcia, Dante Robinson, Ernie Steele, Mikey Thomas, Mo Vaughn, Randy Johnson, Chipper Jones, Cal Ripken Jr., Nomar Garcia Parra, Sammy Sosa, Frank Thomas, Barry Larkin, Kenny Lofton, Larry Walker, Juan Gonzalez, Alex Gonzalez, Jeff Bagwell, Carlos Beltran, Raul Mondesi, Jeremy Burnitz, Marty Cordova, Vladimir Guerrero, Mike Piazza, Derek Jeter, Jason Jambi, Kurt Schilling, Jason Kendall, Tony Gwynn, Barry Bonds, Ken Griffey Jr., Mark McGwire, Jose Canseco, Ivan Rodriguez, Sean Green, Alex Rodriguez, Amy Bostwick, Arlene Perez, Betty Houston, Cindy Chang, Clarice Reed, Colleen Klinker, Debbie Nagasawa, Diana Hayes, Esther French, Frances Bluer, Gail Weinman, Grace Tipton, Hannah Peavy, Heather Quinn, Holly Franklin, Isabel Morelli, Jane Davis, Joella Minotti, Judy Abwanza, Julie Dunkel, Karen Donato, Katie Shankar, Chrissy Mulligan, Laura Nunez, Leah Wayne, Lena Eng, Linda Potter, Liz Kinghorn, Mariana Rofe, Mary Riley, Michiko Adachi, Molly May, Nancy Chin, Olga Tollefson, Olive Hussein, Petra Chekhov, Ramona Bennett, Randy Uno, Serena DeMonte, Sheila Basanti, Sonia Hagen, Stacy Gordon, Star Moonbeam, Tanya Uchida, Tiffany Bosworth, Tina Herrera, Vanna Steinman, Veronica Lee, Whitney Singh, Zaina Fromm, Andres Ibsen, Artie Pimbleton, Bobby Bullgreen, Brett Olson, Carlos Ocampo, Chad Koppel, Chico Pappas, Chris Milton, Chucky Flinder, Davy Marion, Dominique Lowe, Earl Abbott, Eric LeBeau, Felix Grant, Fernando Diaz, Frankie Frankie Hawley, Fred Benson, Gary Allen, George Coleman, Henri Deschênes, Horace Young, Ibrahim Mohammed, Isaac Drummond, Jack Joseph, Jay Green, Jim Kiley, Johnny Omar, Jordan Thorner, Mickey O'Connor, Murray Goldman, Nate Kowalski, Nikki Winston, Omar Stefano, Paco Kaufman, P.J. Sharif, Raphael Hendricks, Ray Tran, Robbie Bacco, Ryan Vanderhoek, Shane Smith, Stan Olafson, Stevie Lint, Stuart Sullivan, Timmy Unger, Todd Xavier, Vic Souffle, Vladimir Womack, Wally Evans, Wing Kwan, Zenon Estrada,
Alexis Weiss, Angelique Harding, Catherine Asher, Claire Nelson, Courtney Valentino, Dana Sekula, Ellen Martinez, Erin Harris, Esmeralda Hyman, Ezra Travolta, Fabienne Callahan, Francesca Whitaker, Gloria Keitel, Heidi Thurman, Joan May, Jodie Palmer, Caitlin Kane, Kathy Wolf, Lindsay Felgate, Lorelei Ikaye, Mamie Skiumsby, Mandy Coolidge, Rosanna Phelps, Ruth Prout, Samantha Winslow, Tatiana Jackson, Tracy Hoban, Uma Morris, Vanessa Goodman, Victoria Schamberg, Adam Van Doren, Alan Holzman, Billy Mendelsohn, Brad Bender, Buddy Martin, Butch Sherrod, Cameron Haynes, Chandler Huggins, Daniel Willis, Derek McCattery, Donald Vogel, Giuseppe Pachasa, Ivan King, Jerry Mahoney, Jose Meisenheimer, Lance Lambert, Marcellus Marks, Matthew LaCruz, Maynard McElroy, Melvin Berger, Parker Cullum, Peter Levine, Quentin Driver, Randolph Glukert, Samuel Middleton, Scotty Roth, Terry Vega, Vincent Sweet, Walter Hall, Wayne Pittman, Rachel LaBuena, Kendra Yarbrough, Barrett Greenwald, Rose Flugel, Maya Woodruff, Trent Sizemore, Perry Marks, Dominic Hoskins, Umberto Anders, Thor Herring, Alicia Blakely, Amanda Hellerman, Anna Goudreau, Barbara Jones, Brenda Markart, Cheryl Reynolds, Christina Beatty, Claudia Villarda, Dawn Cozart, Emily Lubel, Faye Dawson, Gwen Sears, Hilary Vargas, Ingrid Dahlman, Jessica Wassersass, Jillian Payne, Kristen Sullivan, Kay O'Toole, Libby Futterman, Marilyn McDonald, Melissa Waters, Nan Porter, Pamela Kirkos, Raquel Cullen, Sarah Maxwell, Susan Gore, Sophie Meyer, Tanya Lesko, Wendy Parsons, Yvonne Carter, Zoe Mallory, Planky, Boom Boom, Spaz, Sparkles, Pickles, Dizzy, Superstar, Ace, Cobra, Lucky, T-Bone, the Anaheim Angels, the Arizona Diamondbacks, the Atlanta Braves, the Baltimore Orioles, the Boston Red Sox, the Chicago Cubs, the Chicago White Sox, the Cincinnati Reds, the Cleveland Indians, the Colorado Rockies, the Detroit Tigers, the Florida Marlins, the Houston Astros, the Kansas City Royals, the Los Angeles Dodgers, the Milwaukee Brewers, the Minnesota Twins, the Montreal Expos, the New York Yankees, the New York Mets, the Oakland Athletics, the Philadelphia Phillies, the Pittsburgh Pirates, the San Diego Padres, the San Francisco Giants, the Seattle Mariners, the St. Louis Cardinals, the Tampa Bay Devil Rays, the Texas Rangers, the Toronto Blue Jays, the Anaheim Angels, the Arizona Diamondbacks, the Atlanta Braves, the Baltimore Orioles, the Boston Red Sox, the Chicago Cubs, the Chicago White Sox, the Cincinnati Reds, the Cleveland Indians, the Colorado Rockies, the Detroit Tigers, the Florida Marlins, the Houston Astros, the Kansas City Royals, the Los Angeles Dodgers, the Milwaukee Brewers, the Minnesota Twins, the Montreal Expos, the New York Yankees, the New York Mets, the Oakland Athletics, the Philadelphia Phillies, the Pittsburgh Pirates, the San Diego Padres, the San Francisco Giants, the Seattle Mariners, the St. Louis Cardinals, the Tampa Bay Devil Rays, the Texas Rangers, the Toronto Blue Jays.
These are the players for batting average. This is the percentage of hits to at-bat. Take the total number of times the player has made a hit and divide it by the total number of times the player has been at bat. And there you have batting average. If a player gets a hit at every at-bat, their batting average is 1,000. At-bat. This is the number of times a player has been up to bat, not counting bases on balls. This is how many times a player has batted. But walks don't count. Hit. This is the number of times a player hit the ball to get on base. This includes singles, doubles, triples, and home runs. Singles. This is how many singles the player has. When a player hits the ball and stops at first, it's a single. A single is a hit that allows the batter to get to first base. Doubles. This is how many doubles the player has. A double is a hit that goes far enough that the hitter makes it safely to second base. A hit that bounces in the outfield and goes over the fence is a ground rule double. Triples. This is how many triples the player has. A triple is a hit that goes so far that the hitter ran all the way to third base without getting out. This is the number of times a player got to third with one hit. Home runs. This is how many home runs the player has. The greatest play in baseball. A home run is a hit that lets a hitter run all around the bases safely. Usually, it's a hit that goes over the outfield fence without bouncing. This is the number of times a player made it all the way to home on one hit. Runs batted in. RBIs show the total number of runs that came in whenever the player hit the ball. This is how many times a player scored on the hitter's at bat. A hitter can score an RBI if another player scores, even if the hitter gets out. Runs scored. This is the number of times a player has reached home safely. This is how many times a player has scored. Bases on balls. This is the number of times a player got walked. This is the number of times a player took 4 balls, allowing them to go to first base. This is how many times 4 balls were pitched, letting the player have first base. Strikeout. This is how many times a player got struck out. This is how many times a player took 3 strikes to get out. This is the number of times 3 strikes passed the player, resulting in an out. Steals. This is the number of times a player has stolen a base. This is how many times a player has taken an extra base without another player hitting the ball. Errors. This is the number of times a fielder made a bad play that allowed an opponent to reach a base safely. If a fielder drops a ball so an opponent can get an extra base, it's an error. Slugging percentage. Slugging percentage is like batting average, except that doubles, triples, and home runs count more. Doubles count as 2, triples count as 3, and home runs count as 4. Singles count as 1, of course. So add all the numbers up, divide by the number of at-bats, and there you have it. Slugging percentage. Earned run average. This is the number of runs scored against a pitcher for every 9 innings they pitch. If a pitcher gives up 1 run per inning, their ERA is 9. Games won. This is how many times the player's team won when he or she was pitching. This is the number of times the team won with a certain pitcher. This is how many wins the team got while a certain pitcher was in. This is the number of times the team won when a certain pitcher was the pitcher of record. Games lost. This is how many times the team lost because a pitcher sucked. This is how many times the player's team lost when he or she was pitching. This is how many times the team lost with a certain pitcher. This is the number of times the team lost when a certain pitcher was the pitcher of record. Innings pitched. This is the number of times a pitcher has gotten 3 outs in an inning. When a pitcher is in the game, they score an inning pitched every 3rd out. Batters faced. This is the number of batters the pitcher has faced. This is how many batters a player has pitched to. Hits allowed. This is how many hits the player allowed when he or she was pitching. This is the number of hits other players have made against a certain pitcher. This is the number of times a batter made a hit against a certain pitcher. Runs against. This is how many runs the player allowed when he or she was pitching. This is the number of times another player scored when a certain player was pitching. This is how many runs were scored by the other team when a certain player was pitching. Strikeouts pitched. This is the number of batters who struck out by a certain pitcher. Strikeouts are also sometimes abbreviated as Ks. This is how many batters struck out against a certain pitcher. Walks allowed. This is how many batters the player walked when he or she was pitching. This is the number of batters walked by a certain pitcher. This is how many batters took a base on balls by a certain pitcher. Pitches thrown. This is the number of pitches thrown by a certain player. This is how many pitches a player has thrown. Balls thrown. This is the number of pitches that were not in the strike zone. This is how many pitches a player threw outside of the strike zone. Strikes. This is how many pitches a player threw inside of the strike zone or made the batter swing. This is the number of pitches that were in the strike zone. A pitcher gets credit for a strike any time the batter swings, even on a hit.
100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900,
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0.
No. Point. Batting average. Average. Hitting average. At-bats. Plate appearances. Hits. Base hits. Strikeouts. Whiffs. Bases on balls. Walks. Singles. Doubles. Deuces. Triples. Home runs. Homers. Stingers. Runs scored. RBIs. Ribbies. Slugging percentage. Steals. Errors. Innings pitched. Earned run average. Games won. Games lost. Batters faced. Hits allowed. Runs against. Strikeouts pitched. Ks. Walks allowed. Pitches thrown. Balls thrown. Strikes. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000. Hat.